It's waiting, baby. It's waiting, baby.
Ten, nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the official BCL cast as we have two very top level teams here, REKT versus Wicked. If you've been paying attention to the FPS scene, you obviously know that REKT, two-time PCL champions, runner-up of the Miamiville Major, and I do believe they're seven-time VRML champions. Compared to something like Wicked, very powerful team. They could run it very heavy here, as they obviously were they came from pubs, entered the competitive scene, scrimmed multiple times, and now they're one of the top teams here. As I'm not solo casting here, as I have one of my fellow co-casters here. Risser, how are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Super excited to catch this game here tonight. Able to watch a little bit of Wicked before, a little bit of REKT. I've seen them in my lobbies and I hate them. They absolutely destroy my lobbies. I haven't seen much of Wicked in my lobbies yet, but been able to see some of their games and catch a lot of their games. So I'm super excited for the match tonight. See what they're going to be able to throw down, especially here on the first map going when we go to Hideout.
Yeah, definitely Hideout here, as definitely don't underestimate two of these. They're both really good teams. Yeah. So now we're just waiting for one of them, at least one of them, to hit the button here. Obviously the side of Rex, if you look at Orzo, Neuro, and Nadix, and Psycho, a little bit of Psycho there, they've been teammates for like a good 5-6 months now, entering the IVRL scene, and now they're here entering BCL, and now they're trying to get through
And here goes the
spring
button.
break here. Oh,
The button
and there
press
it
goes
is.
down. We made it. And I believe this was actually REKT's pick. So this first map pick is going to go to REKT. So we should hopefully see this is where they should be comfortable. This is what they wanted to do. The REKT picking the first map, and Wicked is going to be picking the side. So picking offensive first as we hop into this first match here. Starting off in the basement bomb sites as they wander around getting their setups ready. I'm curious to see what Wicked's doing here on the outside.
Yeah, they're definitely I think Wicked, they might, so they're gonna try to hit Garage here, and then looks like one of them's gonna be playing Hatch, but I think I believe that is Neuro. Is that Neuro? Yeah, that's Neuro. So he's gonna be lurking around, just trying to cover that Hatch to make sure that no one could get access to B site. Because essentially, if you get that Hatch down there, you essentially lock down B. You block off that boiler access to rotates. But there it is. As there is storage down as CVG getting into the first engagement. As Illumi there, just playing a little bit stalling there as Illumi, and I do believe that is Joe. No, that's Trap. Okay, so Nero, he's gonna be having to wait against two as that laundry wall goes down. Able to find one. Using the stem, he's gonna be in a little bit of engagement with Lumi there. Able to find two. This man could tap heads. Now it's a 5v3. As Penguin, he's just gonna have to wait there with the EMP. Not sure if that gym wall is down yet. Okay, so it is gonna be down, but if you look towards that A window, it's gonna be down as well. So they could just pick off the guy that's hanging around headshot. But if you look at TVG, he's just trying to get a pick towards barrels. As the side of Wicked, they're gonna have to be a little bit more patient. As Nake's able to find one, but doesn't get fragged out, but TVG able to find one, knocking it to a 4v2. The side of REK, having two players down to half health, or no, not half health. They're around that 30% HP. As TVG just playing a little bit more patient. Can't even find. He gets the think off Orzo, but not enough to fully kill. As the side of REK, they're almost down to they're almost close to death.
It's very, very huge plays there by Neuro on the second floor, being able to take out two, stopping them from getting the hatch, and really that stops the plant. Even though he goes to very low HP, he can back up, and it completely stops the push down onto the site. And now we see some action here coming through parkour. Sleepy Penguin able to pick up Natix. As they
call it Natix. Who pronounces the T in that? But yeah, so I think the side of Wicked here, they might try to go. They're gonna play a little bit of a bait, I believe. They might try to hit B again, but obviously if you look where Penguin is putting his gun at, he wants to be like a little bit more cautious because Neuro is still alive. He's still around that lurk spot. But with 1 minute left, Wicked, they have time to work with, but it's not long enough until the reinforcements come alive as CVG, taking down, not really taking down, but like calling shots here as Penguin immediately gets traded out by Psychulo finding two as REKT, living up to their name, able to get their first round win.
I think just very huge there. Again, Neuro coming in clutch, stopping the breach down on through the hatch, and then everyone that's just able to anchor down on bomb site. You have a lot less to worry about when you aren't worried about bullets raining from above. When people can rotate freely between the A and B bomb site, and those rotations aren't cut off through boiler. Very, very nice there. And then Orzo living with 3 HP for so long, and just being able to have an extra body, making it very difficult for Wicked to push in. I mean, you really can't get into the bomb site without the hatch there. Getting through storage is super hard when they're able to peek around the crates and just dance around, essentially, and makes it very difficult to push in if you don't have the hatch control, or if you're going for the bomb site, you have to have the hatch control. Without hatch control, it's pretty much impossible when you're looking towards A site, and they just didn't have time to rotate over. And it looks like we're going to have Neuro, a cheeky little double trip set up there at the top of the stairs. Maybe we might see a quick kill if we see a careless rush. Could be interesting.
Yeah, and careless, but I'm not sure that double tripwire is gonna go out. As you can see, the side of Wicked, they're gonna head towards the master side of the map, so that is gonna be it. As you know, TBG and Penguin, they're gonna be looking around trying to clear master, so the people that towards the roof, so Wicked could call to get that hatch down. As TBG, he's making his way, just trying to clear out angles, but Orzo's there, just gonna be ready. It's just whoever peeks first. As TBG, here comes the first peek, spots Orzo, but unable to pull him off. A little bit of a snake there, as that hatch is gonna be going down, but Orzo just absolutely with that movement there, just trying to avoid TBG, trying to buy his team some time just to reinforce, just in case he goes down. But Lumi's there, not expecting 2 there, but it's down to Echo. He's gonna not, he does not expect 2, as Lumi's gonna find the second. Now they have hall control.
They take complete control of the halls there. Echo, a little bit, that swing, when you know there's 2 there and you're swinging out into at least 2 people is a very sketchy, I would say, ego play. If Echo is able to find one, it's huge and massive for his team, but it's very risky. Now they lose all of halls. That nade, it's that dropping Joe down to 30 HP. If it had tagged Lumi, he would have been hurting. And by hurting, I mean he would have been dead, because he has 3 health.
Yeah, and that that nade there, that should definitely buy REKT some time just to get that rotate over, as that hall wall is gonna go down. Just trying to time there. As Psychelo kind of the only one to just try and defend B site. And Neuro just on that flank. He's gonna be on that flank, but he has too much to work with Penguin able to, as Nade's there, as Psychelo, they're able to go to a 2v3, trying to buy some time, but TBG Dog able to get there as fast as he can, but Nadix finds TBG. Now he's just gonna have to run back, but he's immediately getting traded out by Joe, as Wicked. They get the first round win for them, and they're tied up.
Yeah, bringing it up 1-1 on the board. They're also going to get the plant there, get a little bit of extra money in their pockets. However, we should be seeing both teams saved on that second round, so we'll be seeing a full buy coming through on round 3. So really, it could still be anyone's match. They went, pistols on first round, pistols on second round, and now this is going to be the first rifle round we're seeing from both teams. So a very even footing between the 2 of them. And Nadix doing well for his team in Psychelo. Am I pronouncing that right? Psychelo?
Yeah.
Psychelo. Another 3 for him.
Just remember, the casters are right on names. I don't care how you say it. I'm just gonna pronounce it how I think it is.
It's phonetic. Phonetic, right?
Phonetically. Phonetically.
If you spell your name Jyxoe, I'm pronouncing it Joe, okay? It's... I'm getting word from the desk that it's actually Jigsaw, but I don't care.
No,
it's Joe.
I really don't know. It's Joe. If I see a J space, like there's random letters, I see yeah, I'm just gonna pronounce it Joe. I really don't care how it is. But yeah, so it looks like that Wicked is gonna be heading towards living room. Like very bold call there, as that drone's be coming in from Lumi. Potentially massive pings there. I believe the drone spots the door block, but I can't read the names. This broadcast, this bitrate goes crazy. But Orzo, he's gonna push through that door block, just playing a little bit more patient there.
Very close angle as well.
There, as Neuro, he's able to find one, able to make it fully even, 4-4. But side of Wicked, they're gonna play a little bit more slow now.
Well, they don't have a drone anymore. The drone was burned very early on. It got them a little bit of information, but now they have to play very slow. We're about to see some action here. Neuro looking the wrong direction. If Joe swings, could prove very fatal.
But yeah, as Orzo does find Lumi as the timing might be there. Joe is able to spot Neuro and take him out. Down, back to an even 3v3. Now, the rest of the side of Rek are only on the bomb sites. They cannot find any more lurk. They cannot send someone out. Otherwise, they'll be down with 2 defenders left on site, and Wicked could just overwhelm one site. As Wicked, they might try to hit the A wall here. There's no foam.
Does look like they're siding up towards the A wall, looking for a potential A hit. As they're kind of just peeking around, looking, seeing if they might be able to find another pick, someone walking out. However, it looks like on the side of REKT, they're going to be looking solely for a retake. They're playing back. They're playing very safe. You got Psychilo and Connector. The hit comes through.
Yeah, as the hit comes through, now REKT are gonna have to start to back up because now that wall is gone, and that gives the side of Wicked multiple angles. As Pantry is in fact going to be smoked off. What a very good placement there. That gives the time of Wicked to just push in as Joe's gonna get that EMP down. The plan's gonna come through. Psychilo able to stop it, but immediately gets fragged out. Down to a 2v2. Orzo and Nadix. Nadix able to find TVG all down to Trap, but Nadix able to peek out, able to call out where the last one is. To a 1v2 as that EMP is fact planted. So not a lot that he could work with here.
I mean, he's got 45 seconds on the clock. He's looking to possibly rotate around, see if he can catch some feet, anyone pushing out. But REKT, they have the EMP. If they just sit back, this round will be very difficult to win. It pretty much is going to come down to pushing into a crossfire. We see Orzo there in the pantry. No, I lied. Orzo was on the other side of the wall. He wasn't
on the other side. You know, this is why we need X-rays. This is why we need X-rays. we got the name tags. We just need the X-rays because I don't know where he's at.
I mean, he swung and gets the kill. So ultimately, the round is going to go to the side of the Revolters, and that is going to put us down to a little bit of a save round on the side of Wicked, while REKT is going to be reinvesting into this round 4. It looks like we actually do see Orzo. Looks like he was thinking about picking up decides against it. He had a Marui for a second. He decided against it. Decided Vezin was the move. Going with the meta. However, Echo is going to be picking up a Marui, which I personally love. I like seeing something a little bit different. And I think the Marui is still a very good gun. I just think many of the maps have too close sight lanes to make it as viable as the Vezin. The higher fire rate on the Vezin and being able to one-tap still at pretty close range makes the Vezin very good. And the Marui, none of the maps really have long enough sight lines to need to one-tap at any range.
Yeah, definitely there, as we do get a garage. Yeah, we do get, okay, so we get a level 0 bomb site. As the side of Wicked, they're gonna try and hit barrels here. As Orzo able to find Lumi, just that, a very quick frag there. As Jigsaw, he's gonna try and hit the drone.
And very early in the round as well. Very early in the round, finding that frag onto Lumi before the drone even goes in. I think Lumi getting a little too eager, peeking into that ahead of the drone, and it's gonna end up costing him his life. Meanwhile, Orzo already stimmed back up. He's gonna be at full HP.
Yeah, definitely just getting a little bit too greedy there, as Penguin he's gonna get his location revealed by a proxy there. So now they essentially know that there's gonna be one towards that side of barrels, or he's gonna be ready there, as well as natives, just in case if they decide to take that long haul. They try to take that wall down. If they try to take arcade or that other wall there, as Neuro, he's ready to lurk, as he may run into Trip.
This is a very nasty lurk by Neuro. I mean, if he decides he could catch a timing pushing down the stairs and get on the flank, it looks like they aren't going to go up and clear him.
Might not clear him there, as with 1:45 on the clock, as they're starting to play a little bit patient. As okay, so there is going to be breaching foam on that long haul, and it might go off.
They are shaping up towards an ace site hit here, but as soon as that bomb gets popped, the walls pop, Neuro's going to start rotating. You see him starting to walk down.
He is going to start rotating, as there's a little bit of an engagement there towards a side, as that EMP is automatically going to be going down. Now the side of REKT have to immediately start rotating. Psychilo able to find one. Down Echo, he's going to hit that long play, but immediately caught out by Jigsaw. Down to a 3v2.
Jigsaw picks up a Marui.
So Psychilo able to find him and gets 2. So that's going to be the EMP diffused. And REKT are going to go up 3-1.
very nice round there, very patient round, I feel, by the side of REKT, being able to anchor down on the bomb site. Neuro just waiting in that corner. He didn't start moving till he knows that no one's going to be holding him, no one's going to be clearing him. They're preoccupied with other things, trying to take the site, and just adding pressure that direction. Even though Joe is able to find a Marui, isn't able to convert it, as he instantly ends up getting taken out, gets traded, and nice little 2K there for the side of REKT to clean up the round. And Saikilo is actually, looks like he's doing very well for his team. 7-2 starting off this first map. Now this REKT map, we have to remember, was picked by, it was in fact picked by, wait, Hideout was picked by REKT, exactly. My brain switched out the words, and but the REKT picked Hideout.
Yeah,
so,
REKT.
Exactly,
Yeah,
thank you.
You
So,
just
yeah,
imagine, I imagine
be
you slip,
quiet.
imagine you slip up there and say, you know, REKT was picked by Hideout, like.
Exactly. Thank you for
Imagine
saving
that.
me before I slaughtered any more words. You just gotta tell me. That's why we have co-commentators, so you can tell me to be quiet and stop shoving my foot in my mouth.
I just tell you to shut up whenever I'm the play-by-play here. As we definitely see the side of Wicked, they might try to hit Masters again. You can see that early window break for the second story. As Lumi there, just Lumi and Penguin, they're already gonna hit through Masters, as they're gonna get trapped to clear that. Oh, Hatch is already down, as Penguin's gonna set up that breaching foam for Masters wall. I'm not sure that was if that was the broadcast team that coughed in my ear, but Lumi there is trying to clear out the angles to give Penguin all clear to take that down so he could try and push. As Jigsaw, and that guy has a weird ass name. I'm just gonna call him Trap, but they're gonna try clear out every other side to prevent any lurks to push through. As you know,
Like they're
trying
slowly
to get ready.
rotating around. They're getting into position. As soon as this wall pops, there's going to be a lot of trades coming out. You have Echo holding straight through. If Echo is able to pick up one, I imagine he'll be refragged pretty quickly. If he's able to pick up two, Echo in this position, that would be absolutely massive for his team. Everyone else is actually, looks like they're all anchoring down on site. There goes the wall. Echo
And
not
a
even
quick
able to
little
find one.
trade. And a quick little trade there from Penguin. Now they're down to a 4v4 after Nero was able to find Lumi towards that lurking. But with 135 and like half the team of Wicked towards that roof, obviously it's that decision of when to push. And just try and get a little bit aggressive here. As Nadex is going to be able to find one, knocking it down to a 4v3. Able to use that stim again, so he immediately get back in the fight. Now it's gonna be a fight towards the halls. Just a little bit of a snake there, just trying to use the V crouch to utilize the advantage. But Jigsaw, he's gonna try and hopefully catch one off guard. As Penguin, I believe, is still holding on towards the wall side. Yes, he might run into a potential REKT player.
And I think right here REKT is playing absolutely beautifully, being able to play back, very principled. They aren't going hunting. They're up players. The EMP's not down. The other team has 40 seconds left on the clock. As the site hit starts coming through, they're able to get into position, get these rotations ready. Looks like we're actually going to have one getting ready for a flank as well.
Yeah, and here it is.
Wise to it.
As Nero is able to get that pick, as now the side of Wicked, they are gonna have to push that site now. As Penguin, he's gonna get that pick, but I think Saikilo might be able to spot it there. He does spot it down to a 1v4. It looks unwinnable here as ABC able to find Saikilo, but down to 10 seconds. Nero from the flank, able to find Penguin. Now they're up 4-1.
Very
As
nice
I
shots there by
believe-
Penguin, but in the end wasn't able to close it out. I mean, he's got so many bodies piling down on him, so many pushing in against him, and very, very difficult. 4-1, as this is going to be the last round of the half before we switch sides.
Yeah, I was thinking if, PV, I was thinking if, Wicked, obviously making that call to go with rifles. Now, they kind of have that economy of, not a lot they could try and do, obviously, since this is the last round before we go to second half. They don't have much to work with. They don't have enough util to the point where they could just push site and get himself a bunch of vehicles to work with. Comparing that to REKT, where they have a ton of util to work with, they can set up how much defense they want. And
Exactly. I mean, it's very stacked against you right now if you're a Wicked player. I mean, this last round you don't have the util, you don't have the tools you need. But the big thing is if they're still able to find the headshots with, I mean, we see a Taurus there from Lumi. If he's able to find a headshot and drop a gun for his team and they're able to recover that gun, now you've got a rifle on your team's hands. You know, if they can find one person who gets a little aggressive and catch him out, the round could turn very quickly. And I think that's exactly what Wicked is hoping for in this last round, and that's exactly what REKT is aware of. You already see them; they're all playing very patient, very back, anchoring down on the first floor, and we're only having one up on the second floor. As we're gonna see some action here on the second floor. Neuro.
And there it is, as Jigsaw, he's able to find Nero there, so that's gonna be one of the rifles gone, and it's just a matter of, there it is, that rifle's gonna
And
get
the
picked up.
syringe. He's gonna lose the syringe as well. So they drop a rifle and a syringe, which is gonna be absolutely huge because now you've got extra heals on your team. If you got extra heals you can sustain, then you have a better chance of winning your fights and surviving the next one.
As you see there, as Echo, he's able to find PV there. But if you just look there, as they have hatch control, as that hatch is gonna go off, Psychulo definitely not expecting that. As you see Jigsaw there just holding Boiler. Echo in a bit of a bad spot here as he's getting spammed by TBG right there. But that drone's coming in as Jigsaw. Is he able to find Psychulo? But I think he might be able to spot Echo through that wall. As Echo, he's gonna have to spend through his life, but that static field there. But TBG with the shotgun, able to find it. So now they have full control of B. As TBG just trying to hold Boiler as Orzo. He's gonna be on that wide flank. I don't think he's ready for sleeping, but what a snap!
Snapping to Sleepy so fast there. Absolutely beautiful play. The fact that he's able to stay alive, and now, you know, if you're a Wicked player, you gotta worry about, is he still there? Did he back off? And he does back off. He's gonna regroup with Nadix.
Yeah, beautiful game there. As I'm not sure where that EMP is. I think they might have dropped it as Nadix. He's able to find Lumi, knocking it to a 2v2. Now this looks very winnable. Just to give the side of REKT just going up 5-1 as Jigsaw. He's gonna get that EMP down as he's not able to find Jigsaw. As Orzo finding TBG down to a 1v1 side as that EMP is gonna go down as Jigsaw does in fact spot Orzo. Now has a lot of time to work with as depending on, he's gonna be ringing around as Jigsaw. He's gonna find Orzo going 4-2 heading into the second half.
Absolutely massive round. It was off the back of that first rifle that they were able to get on the second floor. I think that first rifle really gave them the momentum they needed to take hatch control. Then they had the space that they needed to push down onto B, and eventually, you know, keeping someone trapped in the corner because they can no longer rotate out of parkour. They're trapped in parkour. If they try to rotate out and someone's on the hatch, they die. And now that they're stuck in the corner, they get droned out, and it's very difficult to hold a position when they know exactly where you are. You can get spammed through the wall behind you. They're spamming him they're shooting the corners as well to see if his head is even peeking a little bit. And in the end, TBG Dog swinging through with a shotgun is just absolutely gonna, you know, end your life. And ultimately, that round is gonna fall to the side of Wicked, bringing it 2-4. I think it was absolutely beautiful round, and off the back of a save as well. Being able to save the round and still come back in is absolutely massive. I'd like to see what they do here now, though. Now that we're gonna be moving over to the attack side. If REKT is going to have any tricks up their sleeve for any attacking strategies as we move here in the round starts.
As we see there, we see a very early breach there towards that master's bedroom. But it looks like that the side of REKT, they might try to hit towards the front here. As you can see, Nero and Psychulo are going to be heading towards it as that front's going to go down. But I think TBG definitely did hear that. You know, calling that there's going to be one towards there as he does expect he's going to snap towards it. Able to find Neuro, but trade out immediately. But Penguin unable to find a full clear, but completely overwhelmed by the members of REKT down to a 3v4. And, you know, if they decide to play a little bit aggressive, they might be able to take A, but it's PV there just trying to deny them to enter sight as, you know, Echo with that EMP. I do believe we may see that wall go down. Not sure if it's been foamed or as it does, it is foamed as Psychulo, he's gonna get that entry immediately onto site. As it might go down as PV able to find Psychulo. Now the other side, the members of REKT are gonna have to push through as that EMP is in fact going to be planted. You know, they're covering all down to a 1v2, able to find Echo, but Not sure if it's gonna be worth enough here.
If Trap is able to find a clutch here, it's going in the community highlight challenge for May. For
Just
sure.
just clutch an official match against like a talented team.
Of course, yeah. Very, very difficult situation here. He's able to deke
Yeah,
Nadix.
is he able to find the kill? He might actually be able to clutch this into a 1v2. Depends if he does want to just, he's gonna try and go for it. He is not gonna rush. Not sure if Orzo's aware. As he does, he's able to get the 1v2. PV able to change that 2-round deficit to a 1-round deficit. I can't believe that clutch.
An absolutely massive clutch there by Trap. Really pulling through for Wicked. Able to pick up 3 as they're pushing on the site, planting, and then ultimately clutching out the round. Absolutely insane plays. You know his team is very happy with him right now. His ears, he might need a new headset after they're done screaming at him as they blow his current one out. But very, very, you see him celebrating there a little bit. Yeah, you go ahead and celebrate. You earned that clutch. That was absolutely massive. Very, very well played and very fun to see as well. Someone can clip that and send it to him. He'll be thrilled.
You'll be very thrilled. And if you've been paying attention towards the community or been looking at the scrimcast, obviously Wicked, they're like massively strong towards playing defense here. You know, obviously we've seen shows or scrims, apologies, where you know they were like fully even, but the moment they swap to defense, they just hit a switch and we're just fully stomping on over. So we might be seeing something similar like this as REKT might opt to go for the stairs. They might try this short stair area. I don't think Lumi's gonna be expecting this whatsoever. Or no,
I think-
Lumi's actually no. He's cubby. He's in cubby. But I think he'll hear it. And as we can see,
He's gonna hear both the yeah, as he tries to ping for his teammates the front lobby area. He's hearing everything. He knows where they're pushing from. Lumi getting so much information for his team right now on where all the pushes are coming from and where all the bodies are, and his team's going to be able to respond accordingly. A lot of information there for Wicked.
if we see there as playing a little bit more patient here, as you know, Lumi, you're pretty much in a bad spot. He decides to push out. He's immediately gonna get spotted, but Saikilio and Echo, they're gonna play a little bit more passive here, trying to wait for the team push through, just trying to be able to get them cover. But see, for the side of Wicked, they just have almost everyone around side, only keeping Lumi off of it. With 2 minutes remaining, they could try and make progress and try and push here as Echo. He's gonna get that foam down, so we might see it go off. Yeah, it might go off as there it is. Now they're gonna just try and coordinate pushes here as Next is gonna be able to find PV, but Lumi's just trying to buy time off of that clock there as he just.
And one could be
He's
flanking
gonna
here on
jiggle.
Lumi. Lumi is wise
Yeah.
to it. He knows there's one behind him.
As Lumi's able to find Saikilo, but not ready for Nero to peek by. Now it's a 3v4, still in REKT's favor. As Jigsaw and Penguin, they're gonna be hanging around Pantry. Obviously, now there's that stim. Obviously, by time as Nadix, he's gonna start to get aggressive, but immediately gets punished by it. As TVG and Nero, they're able to find one, but immediately gets traded out down to a 2v2, fully even. As that AMP is gonna go down.
And
So
we're
now,
gonna see rifles against cyclones, which is actually better. Looks like the rifle so far, as Sleepy Penguin able to one-tap Neuro there.
yeah, if we're there, and now it's all down to with just a Cyclone with Penguin and Jigsaw. I think they are fully able to retake that site, but they still have to find Echo. They still haven't found him yet, which is surprising. I think he definitely spotted him as Echo. He's able to find Penguin, all down to a 1v1 as Jigsaw. He gets a bit too aggressive, and Echo, the man that owns REKT, sends them to a 3-5, leading them by 2 now.
Absolutely massive play by Echo there. You need to clear your angles. Clear left. He could have rotated and just not the basic principle. I mean, you're coming from pubs, and maybe that's part of it, because a lot of players in pubs, they aren't going to rotate like that. They aren't going to get a kill and then rotate immediately, which is exactly what you should do in that situation. You want to kill and rotate. And that rotation there was absolutely massive there by Echo, being able to pick up Joe while he's not even looking at him. And if only the angle had been cleared, I think if he swung first, holding the right side and then turning left, could have been a very, very different story that we're seeing. But now we're seeing a 3-5 score line in the favor of REKT.
Yeah, speaking of, REKT, they've been showing up. They can still put up, even though not having that much experience in this type of game. Against one of the top teams here. As REKT, they might hit Master's bedroom as the side of Wicked. They're just gonna try and lock down halls. They might only be facing Nadix, but a little bit of jiggle peeks here as
Yeah, Lumi just getting ready to get any information they can for TBG Dog. Nadix trying to get a little bit of information with Sakilo here in the master bedroom. Very, very quiet across the map.
yeah,
Shots.
playing a little bit quiet here. This is something that REKT has not been doing as much. Playing a little bit passive. They've been a more aggressive team. But yeah, here it is. They're gonna try and hit Masters. Or no. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that flame is gonna be going towards Masters hatch. So obviously playing that a bit of noise. As I think half the team's on the roof, I believe. So I think they're just gonna try and stall out the time.
Well, I think this is exactly the round you want to play a little bit slower. You're up guns. You have the money advantage. Going to 6 is absolutely massive if you're leading by 3 rounds. And however, if you rush in and die to a Jesper, a Cyclone in the corner, and then you end up losing a gun and losing your syringes, it makes it very difficult to then get a foothold back in the round. Gonna see some action here.
As you can see here, as Nadix chooses to back off for a while, just hoping his team can perfectly arrive. Just Lumi just holding that long haul there as Penguin, playing as that support there, hanging out by stairs. But I think the side of REKT, they're gonna try and maybe is that foam's there for. There it is. That's Master's wall is gonna be going down. But I think they might. I think the side of REKT is gonna try A actually.
I think they are. They sniffed out around B. They decided, hey, we're not sure we like that. The wall is down on A. Some shots exchanged there. We got a nasty crossfire to deal with here with Trapped and Joe. Joe Trapped able to take out Echo. Stop a push on the site. And that's actually going to be the EMP down as well.
Yeah, I see there as Utel's going to be tossed. That's that stim is going to give Jigsaw a little bit more to get into the fight there as, the side of REKT, they're not going to be able to definitely get this fight as I think Lumi's just going to be ready just to lurk. As there's still engagement there, but there's 30 seconds left, so that time pressure is still a bit of a problem for the side of REKT as Trap, he's just going to play a little bit of the pixel peek. But very good crossfire here. As Nadix is going to find Jigsaw, but not sure it's going to be enough of an engagement as Lumi's able to find 2 as the flank comes in. Wicked able to get that 4th round win. So they're still in this.
They are definitely still in. It was a very slow start. And Wicked had a lot of space to play with as they're rotating around. Lumi coming on a very slow flank, 20 seconds left in the round, and they're going to be REKT is having to make a decision on which bomb site they're hitting. If they turn around, they're going to run into Lumi. If they try to hit the site, they're running into they're staring down 2 guns, trying to get a plant off and have a flank pushing in on them. So I think they played slow and it was working. They were getting into position. They were feeling it out. They had a feeling to go towards A. And then in the end, it ended up not working out. They didn't have enough time. They played a little too slow. They needed to pick up the pace, especially towards the end there, as the flank comes through, and they end up just slowly falling apart, getting picked up by Cyclones, and the whole round's gonna falling to the side of Wicked. And now they're actually gonna have Cyclones. We are gonna see SMG there, little Omen from Echo, but other than that, we're gonna have all Cyclones against Vezins. So it's going to be a difficult round to bring back. We've seen crazier things happen, but it's going to be difficult here for REKT. If they lose this round, we're going to go to a 5-5 tied score line. So it's a round that they're not wanting to throw away.
Yeah, definitely there. If REKT wins this, then that's going to damage, kind of, take a stab inside of Wicked's economy. But if they also win this, they do go to match point. So, as you see there, as Kilo, and I believe that is also Echo that drops. Try the same strat again, just hang around by short stairs. As Orzo on that hatch there, but I think that is TBG. He's going to be ready on that lyric. If they try to go for, you know, one of the hatches, he's going to be ready to get that trade as, you know, Orzo just think he's going to play that pixel peek behind that barricade. As they may run into each other. There's that wall there. TBG, he's going to get caught off guard a little. I think if he doesn't pay attention, I don't think he's paying attention to the barrier. He's more focused on the main, so, you know, Nero doing well, just trying to buy time. But here it is, the push coming in through as that box is going to go off. That wall's going to be going down as well as TBG able to find Nero, but gets straight out by the top as well as Drap. He's playing in the corner as well, but that proxy is still going off, still buying that time there. A 4v4.
And holes being punched all around site as all the walls are opened up. Does look like they're going to be looking towards an A site hit. Being shot through the hatch as well. Trades start coming through on the bomb site. One falling in pantry and dropping trap, going down to 6 HP, hiding in the smoke. There is going to fall to Orzo, spamming him through the smoke.
Yeah, that'd be a quick little gunfight there, sending it to a 2v3. That proxy still going off. You know, just being inside, you know, kitchen as well as pantry. But I think REKT should be able to just push through as long as they are able to get trades. But obviously, you look with Orzo having a Vezin and Nadix only having Cyclone, as that EMP is going to go down. So now they have full control of A. You know, Orzo just still being a little rat up there, just holding that hatch. Does find Jigsaw. So that ping comes through. But I do believe they could just hold time here.
That's exactly what they're going to be doing. They're going to be wanting to hold time. It does look like we're going to see a little bit of a rotation here with Joe and Sleepy Penguin possibly being able to get behind them. The real question is Echo ready for this? Is he aware they're there? They're having to clear everything. I have no idea where he is. And it's going to be very difficult to push down 1v3. Sleepy Penguin able to find Echo before getting onto the bomb site. And both falling very quickly there at the end of the round.
Yeah, definitely quick. And this does send REKT to map point. So if they win this, they're able to take out Hideout and potentially close out the series. But, you know, Wicked, still a strong team. You don't want to count them out here, as, you know, we've seen clutches from both of these teams. So anything could happen.
Of course, yeah, definitely anything could happen here. We've seen crazy things come out with the Cyclone. I think Wicked, when they're on their back foot, they're able to spring forward. And we've seen that a few times as we're talking about this is going to be a difficult round for Wicked, and they're able to spring back forward. I mean, Joe up there with 9 kills. We do see Nadix and Orzo both breaking the 10-kill barrier. Nadix here with 13 and 7, and Orzo going 11 and 5. Very, very high kill games for both these players. Not seeing anyone over 15 yet, but we still have at least one round left. REKT hoping to close it out. I don't think they care if they break 15. They'll take their 13 kills with the map win.
Yeah, definitely. They could try and close it. They could try and fully close it out here, as they might try to hit Masters again.
But Wicked is not going to go down without a fight, though, as we still see there's some Vezins in their hands. They may be down guns, but
they're not down spirit, I'll tell you that.
Not down spirit.
Now, essentially, you know, Wicked, they're going to have to play a little bit more passive, as every single death does matter. You know, if they die, if one of them dies, they essentially lose that defense for that site. As that drone's going to come in saying, okay, hey, Masters is fully clear now. You can take down that hatch. There is still one ping there coming in as Orzo. He's going to take down that Masters hatch and should be. As I don't think the foam. As Echo not realizing that was a smoke. So that's kind of a wasted util there. As that wall's going to come down as well as that hatch. As the pre-fires are going to come through from Penguin. Multiple trades as Lumi does spot Echo, but not enough. Just to take a frag as Echo. He's going to be pushing out the side. I don't know why he's pushing out the side. Able to find Lumi though, but immediately gets fragged out as Swift's going to clear that hall as Orzo. He's able to get out alive, but that nade is going to go through. That does hit Orzo, knocking him down to 25. He's going to have to back out of that fight for a while.
And now they have EMP down on site in the smoke. Sleepy Penguin here hoping just to hold for his team.
And what an angle from Penguin, just able to find Sakilo. Now they know that they have that EMP down, but Penguin just trying to find kills there. He's definitely gonna overheat sometime soon.
He's trying to keep him back as long as he can, just stalling the time here. But you've got 1:20 left. I think the move here, you want to regroup with your team. You want to play a safer angle. If they end up getting the EMP, they get it. But your teammates aren't in position to hold that EMP with you.
Definitely, as
I think here we should be seeing. I think Joe needs to be rotating out of A and wrapping around.
at least
Penguin down on site by himself.
yeah, definitely there, as he has to wait for the reinforcements of Wicked. But I think that's Nero just playing so damn well outside, playing by that window as PV and Jigsaw, only having, Jigsaw with that Cyclone, able to take down Orzo, knocking it to a 2v2. PV just there playing as that main anchor. He does spot Nero there. What a shot there, all down to Nadix in a 1v2. Gonna be able to get it. He might try and fake it here, as he does find Jigsaw. But he cannot end it there, as PV able to find Nadix. And we're going to a final round now.
And Trap able to drops down to 10 HP. I really think Joe, they needed to start rotating out earlier, going around crates, getting a flank, applying pressure from behind, but then you're retaking in, and Sleepy Penguin's calling for help on site. He's saying, I'm pinned down behind these crates, I can't get out. He was able to do some work, able to take a few before he fell, and stall for a long time, but he just didn't have his teammates there to support him. I think we needed to see some rotations coming through rather than just anchoring for so long down on A site when EMP was down. I'm not sure if they realized EMP was down, or if it would have played out differently if they realized that the EMP had fallen down in front of Sleepy Penguin. And Nadix is going to actually break that 15 mark as well, getting up to 16 here as we go into the final round. A little 4K might put him over 20. And on the side of Wicked, we have a couple people hitting 10. All players are playing very well, firing all cylinders right now.
Yeah, and definitely every single player here is doing so well. They're able to get trades left and right. Just trying to get the picks, as we see a little bit of a pre-fire there. I think that is from either PV or Jigsaw. Just trying to buy time just to prevent them from hitting that garage. No, not garage, gym wall. Just playing a little bit more patient here. So when that first move hits, as there is a Nadix, he's going to just go for it. He's going to try and take that gym wall down. Not sure if PV's going to be ready for it as he starts to reposition. I think they have control of gym wall. But hey, there it is. That gym wall is going to go down as PV. He's going to check that hatch. If that goes down for any reason, he's going to be there. But
and holding the hatch like that, his team just deciding to give up control of hatch, which is an interesting play. We don't usually see something like that. Usually you want to have hatch control. Deciding to just give up control. However, REKT don't seem too interested in it. At least for the time being, it looks like they haven't been too interested in hitting the hatches. They're going to start rotating around now.
Definitely there, as you can see, the entire team of, like I said, a good half of the team is going to hit through living. They're just going to try and wrap around. They might try to go through Ray here, but as you can see, the pings are coming through saying, okay, I hear some here. I believe that was a fake. As you can see, Nadix there, he's inside barrels. He's going to push through now. So that's going to be his team. They're going to try and start pushing through. But I'm not sure if the entire team of Wicked is going to be ready for that. I think they're so focused because, B is kind of fully open. But
yeah, it does seem like B is pretty open, especially now as the prox goes off there in the game room. Now it's going to be even harder for them to. And already the Sleepy Penguin spamming through the wall. However, Neuro very deep there with Orzo, meeting a door blocker and deciding to turn the other way, not wanting to give up their position.
They don't have a lot to work with. It's either they have to just go straight through it or just break the door block and hope that Wicked's not ready. As game room wall is going to be foamed, so that might be going down soon. As it does go down, Jigsaw and Sleepy, only the amount of resources there as the other team has to push through Boiler. Team resources are gonna start to arrive as Neuro is able to find Luby as that main wall goes down. Jigsaw able to find Neuro. Knocking it down to an even 4v4 as Echo is able to find Jigsaw. So now that's a good portion of A gone. Now Penguin just trying to best to hold sight down to a 3v2. Saikilo able to find PV down to a 2v2 as that EMP is gonna go down. And a quick little turn of events here for REKT as now they have the advantage. But I don't think they expect TBG to hit the flank. I don't think they're checking as Saikilo, but Penguin runs out of shots. It's TBG down to him. He spots Bar, but can he find Echo? Can he find Echo in this desperate round? Echo just hanging around. He has that EMP. He knows where EMP is. As TBG, he's gonna get aggressive. He's gonna flick. He does it. We are tied. We are tied. We're going to a guaranteed map 3, ladies and gentlemen. What a series. We're going to. Oh my god, I can't even explain what happened.
Massive there for TBG Dog, swinging around very quickly. Echo a little nervous. You could tell he's playing back. He's hoping he's gonna go and tap the bomb. He's hoping that he's not gonna swing him. TBG Dog says, "Nah, I have some time. I know I got time," and he goes and clears it first. And I don't think Echo was ready for that at all. He was not ready for someone to swing around the corner, much less TBG Dog with a Vezin and one tap him in the head. Especially with his, I think if he had even an inkling that he would swing that corner and check that, he would have played further back. He would have played a tighter angle with his SMG and tried to just spam body shots and not expose his head too much, where the Vezin's gonna, outperform an Omen. But he does. TBG Dog clears it, and that's gonna bring it all tied up. Nadek's gonna finish off that game with 16 and 9. Very nice plays there. However, Echo landing on the top of the leaderboard, 5 and 11, with the same score line as Nadek's at 170. Still, Wicked bringing it back down. They were down a couple rounds, and they were able to bring it back tied game, making sure we see a third map.
Yeah, you could definitely see there. You could definitely spot that difference of, playing as a teammate compared to playing as a star player. Snakes being that star player, able to get that frags there. And, compared to Echo, where he's playing as that support, holding that integrity of REKT Alive.
And Sleepy playing that last round, just watching it back, getting aggressive, trying to swing early and get a kill on Saikilo, falling, making it seem like such a risky round then for TBG Dog to retake. But he's able to do it. He's able to retake that site. Looks like we are jumping back into another lobby here as we get ready to move towards map 2. We're switching servers, making sure that now we're on the favored server for Wicked, as REKT had the first server pick, I believe. So now we're gonna see Wicked on their preferred server, their preferred map, and REKT will be picking the sides.
Definitely. Now it's just depending on what we're going to. I do believe in event of tie, I think Wicked gets map pick, I believe, right?
They do. REKT picked the first map, so Wicked's gonna be picking here the second map, and then the third map will obviously be the unpicked decider map. And it does look like we're having a timeout here called by REKT. I think just a little bit regroup on the mental, see what went wrong, especially when you were so close. The win was in your hands, and it ends up slipping away and falling to a draw. So we are going to see a little timeout there from REKT. And I do think we're actually going to throw it just to BRB real quick while we're waiting through this timeout, and we'll catch you guys back here in a second.
It's waiting, baby. is waiting, baby. It's waiting, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. I say thank you for your patience as we are finally, as the timeout is finally over, as we head to map 2, which is going to be, I believe, Wicked's picked of Factory, as REKT are going to be starting as Revolters on this map.
Yeah, we are going to see REKT on the Revolter side. Wicked here is going to be the Enforcers, moving over to Factory, just like Heritage said there. Super excited to see Factory, one of my favorite maps. I think one of the most fleshed out maps as we've had it since Alpha. So I absolutely love this map. It just feels very solid.
Hey Ruby. Are you able to? Oh,
And look who stepped in the box, Vid.
Oh, hello,
You
Vid.
know, a tiny bit of wait, Miss Comms, Vid, you're on broadcast. Say hi to the.
And he left. Okay, well.
Oh,
We had a surprise guest star who didn't want to be a star. I was ready to make him a
he
star.
did. Yeah. We were about to put him in the spotlight again. Uh,
We do want to
but
shout out Vid with all the production out here, though, as he's helping us put all of this together, and Ruby in the background doing cams. Really does take a full team to make this all nice and look pretty for you guys. And we are helping here. We're ready on the first map. We're starting off round 1 as we see the first bomb site here.
yeah, definitely we are going to be starting off hot. We're going to go with believe level 0. I think is one. Yeah, level 0 bomb site, as we are going to go with the ground level bomb site. So we can definitely see, as the side of Wicked, they're going to opt in to go for I think TBG is going to be the only one. No, so yeah, so they're gonna go with a 3 Cyclones. But if you look at REKT, they are gonna be pretty bold here, as they go with a 5 Cyclone strat. I think a little bit too much, don't you think?
I think 5 Cyclones, if you're going to do it, you want to do it on the defense. I think a Cyclone is a great close-range weapon when you don't need to worry about headshots. If I'm going for headshots, I think something like the Jesper is going to be a little better. But if you've got a Cyclone and you can hold close angles, I think the Cyclone's a lot better. Personally, I just prefer the Jesper because it too tough.
I think you just suck. I think you just suck. I think you just can't control it. I don't think you control Cyclone. But yeah,
Well,
as
at long
see,
range you
TBG
can't. Yeah.
No, I think you just suck. But yeah, but we can definitely see here as Jigsaw, as the side of Wicked, is gonna be pushing through storage, as storage wall is back to prime, as that's gonna be taken down as soon as possible. As Wicked's gonna be ready, as you can definitely see, as Jigsaw, he's gonna be hitting that top orange area, so that call may be there. As Des is just gonna be waiting on the team, as there it is. We might see the push, as Penguin playing a little bit more cautious, as the side of REKT saying, okay, they took down storage wall, so it might be there. As there is the first gunfight, as Penguin being knocked down to 25, as there it is to Stim. So that's gonna be give Penguin another chance, as Des tries to push through, but immediately is spotted by Nadix. As TBG just hoping that Nadix speaks so he can get that refrag, but TBG able to find it, knocking it to a 4v4. I think it was a little bit risky there, as Penguin just running back, trying to grab Utel, as PV, he's gonna get that EMP down, but no one on REKT just to defend. As Aikilo, he's gonna find Penguin. Nadix there, he's just trying to push through, as Jigsaw just being that last man towards the outside, as PV able to find it, knocking it to a 3v3 now. Now we head towards this side of the game where time is now against the side of REKT. I think PV just playing a rat in there, as think Nero drops down. He's gonna drop down. That's a very bold call, as PV just able to find him off, down to a 1v2, as Orso tries to push through, but immediately taken out, as we could get their first round win of map 2.
And I think with where the bomb was planted there, very I would little reckless play, jumping out the window when you've got 2 people who are holding the bomb and you don't have enough pressure coming to them from the site. No one was really playing on B site. They all kind of gave off site. They were just holding sight lines off of the site, hoping to stop anyone from entering. No one really had a good sight line to stop the plant. The plant goes down, and they're just able to hold through the breached wall. Because they can hold through the breached wall there, as soon as he drops down to try and get any sort of flank, you've got heads turning. There's no one really left on site to help support you, and now you're just... They know exactly where you are, pushing into multiple people, and it's a very difficult fight to win, and you're going to end up losing it 9 times out of 10, as we see there. Ends up losing the fight, and the first round falling to the side of Wicked.
can definitely see there as not a lot of defense around that B site towards that ground floor bomb, but now we could definitely see Wicked as we get a early Vezin. We're gonna get a early Vezin into round 2, so that's gonna be TBG, just that star player. It's just gonna try and get frags with that Vezin there. As we can see, believe that is a drone, so that drone's gonna come in. That's gonna act as the entry frag. So TBG's just gonna try and follow through, but I think there's no way they gave up. There's no way they give up Pillar for free.
It does look like the pillar is gave up, but they also aren't really trying to take it because the bomb site is a floor below. So the pillar is secured, but they have nothing to do there. So they leave it almost immediately as they are moving down towards the conference area. TBG Dog though, gonna be the point of the spear with this Vezin. The idea being, if he falls, he's got someone right behind him to pick up that gun and be able to keep fighting. Neuro
Yeah,
here
but
on the second floor.
Yeah, I don't think if the call there as just Nero, he's just lurking. But I'm not sure if it's the right call to just swarm in and just hope everything goes okay.
I think the
You know,
lurk is a little far. I think it was to cover hatches, but they ended up not hitting hatches. Now Neuro's going to be very far away on the rotation to get back to his team as the site hits coming through. Joe already fully on the site. TBG Dog following on, and we see Wicked here flooding on the site, getting the plant off, and they have full control of the B site without
definitely full
anyone
control.
dropping.
Yeah, full control of B here as now I do believe that EP is going to go down to a 3v5. Just, playing a little bit too late for REKT as, not a lot of useful they could work with. Only Cyclones against like a Vezin there as Neuro. Now he has to start to wrap around, but I'm not sure if they could do anything against a stack of 5 players with Wicked. But, Neuro, Nadix, and Orzo, these talented players, I see Nadix gets his head absolutely fried from TBG with that Vezin there. Just trying to play us a little bit of a snake there. As TBG finds Neuro, finding 2, he finds 3. He's able to find 3. That's a big economy boost there for the side of Wicked. You're going up 2-0 in the series.
And
I mean, it's the
not
map.
dropping,
I suck at this.
not dropping any bodies there. TBG Dog turning into a Beyblade in the middle of sight, spinning around, taking heads, and doing very well with the Vezin, showing why he's the one that picked up the Vezin on round 2. His teammates there to support him. I do think REKT was just a little behind the times. They were a little slow. Nero was too far away. He was holding the hatches, but they decided not to hit hatches, and his rotation was just too slow. And then the B site was completely open. They start trying to rotate through connector, and they fall very, very quickly. You're staring down several guns. Even if only one of them's holding a Vezin, you're still got several guns pointed at you, and well, each one doing damage is going to drop you very quickly, even if you don't have full auto. And they had Cyclones, which were also full auto. Have you ever been hit by 4 staple guns at once? I haven't, and I don't want to be. I imagine it would
You need
be...
to include the word yet. Okay, you haven't
Yet.
I've been in that experience. As a lurk player myself, I've been in moments where I got gunned by like 4 people. Just they're upstairs and I get absolutely gunned. I think if you look at scrims, like tempo scrims, you could definitely see that happen. As we get a
Beautiful flash there by Joe.
yeah, that's a good flash.
I
But
love that flash. It's my favorite one. That's a flash I could throw. It gives me hope I could be in these games one day.
Do that. E as storage, getting that foam, spelling its name, the last letter E, as I believe that's gonna go down.
Foam is an M, but
As that wall's gonna be going down, as TBG just trying to hold angles, but not. He's like a little bit cautious, as Psykilo and Nadix just gonna hold us at defense. Nadix there, but that drone's gonna come in, so that's gonna be acting as a defense. As PB could start to push through.
and this is looking like a repeat of the first round a little bit. They're taking the space on the wall. They're playing off-site. B site's completely open, and they're going to be trying to go for a very similar plant. Bodies and trades start coming out. Oh, he's actually planting on the other side. They're holding across the way. TBG dropping Echo.
Yeah, definitely see there as now it's a 2v4. Not looking great for the side of REKT. They might going down as it's all down to Nero and Orso. Even though these two have really good gun, but I think TBG's just holding that angle. It's just whoever wins that reaction first. As I think
Oh, he gets timing. He looks away.
he does get that timing, but I don't think they're ready as that. If you look where that EMP is, that's outside garage. That's not in their favor. So they're not gonna be able to push through. They might just be forced to save as Nero's able to find Dest, but not much they could try. They could obviously try and go for the stick here, but they have to push that outside. As oh my god, they're
Nasty
holding the
angles
trigger.
there.
They're holding
Nasty.
the trigger. But Orzo, but down to a 1v1, but the stick is there, but I don't think he expected PV to be there. It's just what an angle to hold. As Wicked are leading 3-0.
Very nice angle. Yeah, leading 3-0 Wicked. And again, I think REKT, they just are giving too much space on the bomb site. They're holding off site. And B is completely open. They don't have any control of storage. They're giving up storage. Pretty much all of the orange halls are left to Neuro, who's lurking, and he's trying to retake it with a flank. And yes, he is able to drop TBG Dog and able to retake storage, but it's too late. The bomb is already down. And I think we would have seen something different had Wicked done something similar to the first round and put 2 people in storage. Maybe Neuro gets 1, but then he would get traded out very quickly, and it'd still be difficult to defuse the bomb. I think they're just giving way too much space here to Wicked, and Wicked is abusing the space. They say, if you're going to give us a whole bomb site, we're going to take the whole bomb site, and they have it all locked down. And then in the end, they just need to hold a very, very nice angle. That's something I'm going to, keep in my pocket, because that angle was disgusting as they just start taking out toes. They're just shooting them in the legs. And there's not much you can do.
When you have a pub player commentate, they don't realize how many angles you could find when you get EMP down.
Exactly. I mean, I've seen some cheeky angles, mostly when I'm playing against, a lot of these players in my pub games, but that's something that I definitely want to take note of. And I think a lot of people here who are pub players, they don't see it as much competitive play. That's something that they're all notating down as well. Like, okay, I can plant there, and I like shooting toes, so we're gonna do that.
Yeah. OnlyFans.com / no, I'm joking.
/ shooting toes.
No, I'm not trying to get in trouble here. Vin's gonna yell at me. Vin's gonna yell at me soon. But we can definitely see here as Wicked, they're gonna try and push through main. As I think they're gonna try and go through museum and try and get a plant there.
It does look like they're shaping up towards Museum. Joe, however, going to be leaning towards the other way, waiting for that drone to go in and give him the space that he needs to make sure he can enter safely. And
I think that was an explosion somewhere. Not sure where it is. Okay, so that's going to be towards the wall. I think very weird call there. As I think they might take down that cubby wall. Oh, look at that door block. I think, yeah, Nero does expect it. But I'm not sure as it's gonna go down. Nero did not expect this. Here comes the first trade. Now here comes the first engagement. Molly gonna be able to buy some time, but it's gonna be Jigsaw with that E again. Just trying to push to that side. Look at that lowercase E. He definitely passed the English class at the first grade level, but Psychilo definitely not ready as he gets taken out by Des. Now they're gonna be able to swarm site down to a 2v4. But Echo not ready for Penguin to push through. All down to Orzo with that Omen. 120 remaining, not looking too great as he does in fact get spotted out. Sleepy, he's able to find it, but with that HP, I'm not sure he's going to be able to engage again. All down to him, 1v3. He can, in fact, challenge Jigsaw, but I think he's going to get covered as Jigsaw looks away for a while, but immediately gets traded out by Des as, Wicked. They're kind of starting to stomp here.
Wicked up 4-0. You're in a very happy position right now if you're Wicked or if you're a fan of Wicked. You're pretty happy seeing this 0-4 score line starting off. I mean, Orzo there doing a little bit of work and trying to be like a phantom, get out of there as soon as he gets a pick, being able to rotate, but he gets caught trying to cross and he is going to fall. And yeah, this is very difficult if you're a REKT player because Wicked is so coordinated. They're taking so much of the space, and your lurk isn't really pulling through. You're not getting much value off the lurk. We got to start thinking, what are we going to change up? Are we still going to send one out to lurk quite as far? Are we going to want to rotate someone back to site and just try to anchor down and with more people? Are we going to switch up who the lurk is? I think you need to start making calls. When you're down 0-4 rounds, there's something that you need to start changing up. And I think the biggest thing here is Wicked just have too much space to work with, and the lurk isn't coming through like they want it to. And we're actually going to come back down to the level 0 bomb site on the first floor. And we'll see what ends up going. If we're going to see something similar, if they're still going to give up so much space on the B site. Because it does look like they're going to be lining up. Wicked here towards the B site, getting ready to go into storage. Follow that drone in.
Yeah, definitely see we're gonna hit towards storage again. Definitely a repeat, but I think REKT, I think they kind of learned their lesson here. But that wall is still going to be prime. But I think Penguin, there's a nade somewhere. Not sure which nade it is, but I think it's going to be a frag. So it's just gonna be a matter of time when they push. As Saikilo gets a little bit too aggressive, immediately gets his head blown off. Not being ready for that. As we see that orange wall being taken down, so we may expect that to go down. As Nadix definitely not prepared as that nade. Not sure what it is, but there it is. I think that is a frag. As Nadix now he's sorry flash. He does not know where to go. He's a little bit lost, like a kid in a candy aisle. Echo able to find Penguin through his smoke. But now all down as he does fact get spotted by Jones saying, hey, there's going to be one connector. As that's EMP down. That's going to be EMP down to a 3v3. But I'm not sure if Echo spotted it.
And we are seeing a lot better hold from REKT this time around as they put a couple people on the bomb site. I think Sakilo getting a little overzealous, peeking that early. You don't necessarily want to go into storage if you're not starting off in storage. Dest here going to try to finish off the plant, and he is going to be able to do so. Orzo now in a 1v3 retake situation on that B site.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to be ready for Jigsaw just to hit that flank. I'm not sure if he's still outside. Ready? Oh, he is for that outside, but he's able to find TBG, so... But I don't think he's ready for Jigsaw there. There it is, up 5-0. Now, just with a really poor damage economy for REKT. I'm not sure if they are going to have the resources to defend fully into this final round first half.
And going up 5-0, this is, very, very difficult for REKT. They need to start thinking. They changed it up a little bit. They had some people anchoring down on being that worked better. Wicked likewise said, oh, we've hit this bomb site a couple times. This is what was working, and they wisely changed up what they were doing a little bit. They ended up taking A and B site. They said, okay, if you're going to start putting people towards B, we're going to take both sites. And Jigsaw having a very nasty hold there, as you can't rotate now freely. You can't rotate across through halls. You can't go through the wall. He's going to see you through that window and be able to pick up a trade. So even though Orzo's able to find one, Jigsaw able to get the trade very quickly with a nice hold. And we do see TBG Dog here as well, 10-2, doing very, very well for his team. We saw him buy the Vezin earlier and absolutely dominate with it, and he's continuing to do so this whole round. Really becoming the mob boss for REKT right now. They're hoping, can we take down TBG Dog? If we can get TBG Dog, hopefully then we can get the rest of this round. But even if you kill the rest of his team, there's still the thought TBG Dog's coming.
Yeah, definitely here as heading into the final round, not a lot of resources REKT could work with, but we could definitely see that drone coming in as that hatch there down. It's taken out, but Echo being able to find Jigsaw. As Nix is able to find Penguin, but that refrag might come sooner or later. Just trying to use that movement there, but unable to as Echo just has to play his life now. PV knocked down to 48. And just trying to grab whatever he can and just try and get out of there. But, I think they're going to be able to have control of Kitchen, and TBG there just trying his best to lurk around. Hopefully find Nero, as I believe that was a frag that was thrown, knocking Saikilo down to 2 HP. As TBG, he's gonna try and push through, see if he can find anyone saying, hey, this could be cleared, as PV there playing as that second man. Now they have two people watching the same angle. He's just gonna use that wall to his advantage. He'll be spying one as Saikilo is able to find Des. The TBG able to finally frag him out, as he's able to find Nero as well. Echo there coming in for the refag as PV. He's immediately gonna drop down, and now we have a bot as Echo just trying to play with his life. He's gonna scramble out, but PV has that EMP. He could buy time there.
And what a bad time for someone to disconnect. And now you have a bot on your team, Echo on 2 HP. And he is back, so we do have Orzo back now.
And there we can see Echo. He's trying to buy so much time to let Orzo wrap around, as he is going to be able to wrap around as REKT. They finally get their first round win as they swap sides.
And Echo, hopefully off that one round, they'll be able to generate some momentum here and string together some rounds as they're switching sides into the attacker half. But what a clenching moment there, as you just hold your breath as a bot appears on the team on the side of REKT. Orzo's thinking, oh no, I have to get back in as fast as I can. His teammates, Echo, trying to hold down the site with 2 HP, stopping the plant from going off. Orzo is able to eventually get there. Echo does not fall and is able to hold long enough for Orzo to get that flank and ultimately close out the round. Very, very nice play, but a nice hold your breath moment. That's one thing I love about these games, is there's so many moments where it's the flip of a coin, a knife's edge as these players are walking across, doing some risky stuff, sometimes disconnecting. I'm going to say it's risky. Anytime you disconnect, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, definitely there. As we get a level 0 lock. So, but Rex, hopefully they're able to bring it back to 4 rounds. You can never expect what these two teams have. If either Wicked has the worst choke ever, or if the side of REKT, they could come back and potentially take the lead into this entire series, as we may expect an orange push.
It looks like a little bit slower start here. I do think REKT, they're a lot more methodical players. I think Wicked are a lot quicker on how they hit. And we do see a slower push here as we funnel all the players through 1 point, pretty much, pushing over into the orange halls.
Yeah, I definitely see here as Penguin just trying to snake it, as he does spot Natick, so he's gonna call that, oh hey, there's gonna be 1 orange, but I believe he just only thinks that there's 1, but there's Jigsaw. Ray coming up as that support there. Just trying to buy time there. As we could see the side of Wicked, there's just gonna be Ray to set side, as you can see Neuro and Orzo. These two teammates, they've been playing for a while in Vale, but they're here in Breachers, just hopefully able to take another tournament, as Nix is able to find Penguin. That first engagement outside of A, as that Molly comes through, I think there's going to be a little bit of fun there, as I think that, yes, that is going to be Garage. Orange Wall that's going to be taken down. Now there's outside A, so now that's basically A kind of fully exposed. Let's see, Jigsaw, he's kind of trapped here. Nate's just playing a little bit aggressive, but I think Nate's got a bit too aggressive. Although he does find 1, but it's Jigsaw that catches him off guard. Echo does fall down to a 2v3, as Neuro and Orzo on the other side. Orzo able to find 1. Down to a 1v1 TBG versus Orzo. Can TBG send this to match point? Oh, he does spot him. Now that is it. We are going to map point. TBG just playing so damn cautious there.
Very, very smart. He doesn't try to tap the bomb, doesn't try anything fancy. He just says, okay, I don't see him peeking here. He probably rotated connector, peeks connector, and he finds the headshot very quickly. Jigsaw hiding in the corner. Nice little strat there, just not getting cleared. And you got to clear your angles. In a game like this with so many angles and so many corners, and each corner could spell the loss for your team if you don't clear it. And ultimately, I think Jigsaw not getting cleared, able to pick up 1, and then turn and kill Planter as well, was absolutely massive there on the side of Wicked. I think if the corner had been cleared, if the comms had come through that he was there, we could have seen something a little bit different. Hopefully these trip mines, I saw some of these trip mines and I really like them. I don't know. They're sneaky. I like the sneaky trip mines. They make me happy.
Yeah. I mean, this could go off. It could go off.
Echo there getting ready.
Echo's there. They're ready. I don't think they're gonna be ready for it. Penguin there saying, we definitely see that ping there saying, okay, there's gonna be people around this area, so they might try this. As we can see, Wicked, they're gonna try and start to rotate here. Around, I think, a premature rotate already.
This is all goes silent through the factory. Neuro and Echo.
And here it is. Neuro is gonna push through. Yeah, there it is. Neuro and Orzo, they're gonna push through, and Natix is just gonna wait for them, saying, okay, the moment you go through, I'm gonna be ready. But I don't think Neuro's gonna be ready for that trip. I don't think he's ready. Hold on.
He takes a step back.
He's so constipated, but he barely missed it.
It doesn't hit him.
He barely missed it. It doesn't connect. Oh my god. That is basically, I think, $200 gone. As
believe there
now
were two-
they can
there
fully
were
push
two trips
through, but
there,
that
weren't there?
proxy's gonna go off. That proxy's gonna be able to go off. That wall is gonna go down. As that hatch is gonna go down too. So they are going to have control of A here. So, Saikilo just trying to play around that connector. I don't think, just Jigsaw just there. Nadix able to find Jigsaw. Now that's full control. That smoke is fully covering that plant. But PV in control, finding it through. But that proxy is still being out. That thing is acting as the school's fire alarm. As Penguin is gonna have to push through with that Cyclone. Just playing that head glitch as immediately gets traded out by Nadix there as TBG. Dest, just push through his side. But I don't know where PV is. I think he's trying to hit that flank as Nadix is able to find TBG. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think REKT are gonna be able to take this round fully. Just Nadix being so damn well on that head glitch there. The
Finally
moment I say
falls
that, he
there.
immediately gets dropped. But Nero able to get that refrag. That thing is still going off. That Molly's there. I think his option is better option is just try and save there. As
And it does
he
look like
is
what he's
going to
gonna do.
back out. Yeah, and REKT are still alive in this.
REKT gonna make sure they aren't going down without a fight. They're saying, okay, we can't let him hit 7 because that means we lose. And Dest is going to opt to just grab the Vezin, save for the round, make sure they have some money. Because TBG Dog, if you look, he's down to 75 creds. He actually can't afford a Vezin this round. So hopefully with this economy, have a little bit of a healthier economy. TBG Dog being the top player for his team for a while now. And as we see here, actually PV is going to go to 10, but TBG Dog is the top fragger still with 13 kills. You're going to want to funnel a rifle onto him.
Yeah, definitely there, and this is exactly it. As you know, the side of Wicked, they have so much support. They're able to support TBG. Saying, hey, if you go in, I'm gonna be, like, his other teammates are saying, oh, hey, I'm gonna be the first to win as long as you get that refrag. It is perfectly okay. We can definitely lock down sites here. Yep, definitely there, and all of it working around TBG as well as the support. As we do get a factory-based site.
And double trips here, hoping to catch a careless player. And we do see Echo bringing that Marui. It seems like he is really enjoying the Marui. Dest here is
He
going
really
to be the
loves the
only
Marui.
one. He'll be the only one with a Cyclone this round. Like to see him playing some just nice angles where your gun doesn't stick out, or where your gun would normally stick out but doesn't if you're holding a pistol. Looks like REKT here going to go for a little bit of the blue stairs, blue halls. Looking to get a little bit of control. It does look like they might go for the hatch as well.
You definitely see there as the side of REKT, they're gonna try and hit through pillars. I think Penguin is ready to fight it as he cannot fight Saikilo. He drops. I thought he was gonna be able to win that gunfight, but now I think they're gonna try and pre-fire that pillar wall. I do believe that's gonna get foamed. It is going to get foamed there.
And now we're going to see an open wall here onto the A site. And REKT is going to look to try and put another round on the board.
You can definitely see there as Nadix does in fact get spotted. Taking a good amount of damage as that frag there. But I'm not sure where that went. I think it
Landed in the
found
smoke.
anybody. Yeah, it did not find anybody.
Wasn't able to find anyone.
You definitely see there as PV is just playing a little bit more passive. Hopefully when that smoke goes down, he can spot Nadix. It's Jigsaw, but I think they did take down Hatch Wall. So they can obviously try and hit that planet. They do gotta be a little bit more cautious knowing that PV's there. There is that smoke, so Echo might go in. He cannot. He gets spotted. That EP is fully down, but that Molly there, it's gonna lock out down to a 4v3. They know where it is, a 4v2. Saikilo falling and down to a 4v1. This is falling out of REKT's hands so damn quickly. How does it not be able to find it as Wicked? They're gonna go 1-up in the series, and the only thing REKT could do, going to Skyscraper. I was hoping they could win that so it could go to TDM.
And we see here a little celebration from PV. Very, very quick round there at the end. I think they've got the pick on pillar. They were able to pick Sleepy Penguin. They said, okay, we have what we need. We can start pushing onto the site. We can start trying to take control. And PV anchoring down on the bomb site. We had PV on the bomb site. We had TBG Dog. It was just a very difficult push to get there onto the bomb site. and ultimately they're going to end up falling. They aren't able to, even though they have all the walls open, they have no one on the site. As soon as they walked on, the crossfire was too great, the pressure was too great, and they end up buckling under the pressure, dropping the map 7-2, which you got to try and clear your head at this point, because you're going into the third map. You're the third map of the series, and you have to win it. If you draw, you're going to end up losing because your Wicked is already up a win. So you have to try and clear your head, say, GG, go next. We lost that one. It might have been 7-2, but don't even worry about the scoreline on what you lost, just focusing on the next map, which can be very difficult to do as a player here. And it does look like we're going to be switching servers again, hopping into another lobby.
Can definitely see there as now REKT is currently in the state like, hey, we definitely need to win this one, otherwise we are fully out of the spring tournament. So a lot of pressure there for the side of REKT. But if you have been paying attention, REKT, they're really good on the side of Skyscrape. So hopefully they're able to find that and potentially send it to Team Deathmatch.
Team Deathmatch would be a truly special way to end this out, as we've had a complete battle of champions here in the Breachers Championship League. Very exciting games, very exciting moments. Even in that last game, while Wicked did have the upper hand for the majority of the game and majority of the map, it was still a very exciting game to watch. And that's one thing I'm loving about the BCL, is just seeing all these very talented players. You can't just be saying, oh, this team's bad, this team's off their game, because they're all very talented and they can pull a clutch out of nowhere sometimes. We saw Orzo disconnecting to give us a little bit of excitement, reconnecting, clutching the round at the end of the half. Just very, very exciting things there in the BCL.
Yeah, definitely there, as we went from tying a map to like a fully complete shutout heading into Factory, but hopefully REKT can give us a little bit of entertainment heading into Skyscrape.
Heading into Skyscraper, Skyscraper is going to be the deciding map here, and it is a very defender-heavy map. Very defender-sided. It's got a lot of tight angles and choke points that as an attacker you have to try and navigate and work through. And when you're getting funneled as an attacker, one player, one nade, a collat could end up spelling a loss for your team. And that's what Skyscraper is very good for with defenders, is it's going to be the map where lurkers can really shine and pull through. I'm going to think Neuro, if he can catch the timings that he's looking for on these lurks, could be very detrimental to Wicked if he's able to get these lurks, if we end up seeing him lurk as we did on Factory.
Yeah, and if we hear, especially on this type of map where lurking is so huge, you definitely need to keep one lurk, because you want to lock down that Pacific floor as much as you can. If you look at level 0, level 1 sites, they have this hatch where you could push through and gain control of. But if you don't have that lurk, you essentially lose. Basically that one entry you could defend really easily. So you obviously notice that Nero does so well, a little bit well, towards flanks. So hopefully he's able to shine out here. As the rest of we are waiting on one more Wicked player.
Yeah, once we have this last Wicked player, we'll be able to jump into the map. I am super excited that we are going to see REKT on the defender side to start off. And I do really want to see some more value on these lurks. If we get the value we're looking for on the lurks, I think REKT is going to have a chance to throw this to a TDM.
Yep.
And it will be a crazy TDM for sure.
Hopefully we get TDM, because I'm kind of losing my. Nah, I don't think I don't think I want to. I'm losing my voice. I'm slowly losing my voice here.
It does look like we're getting ready to start. Orzo ready to push the
ball.
button.
Someone hit Skyscrape. There we go.
And we are gonna have to wait a quick 30 seconds for voting
30
to
seconds.
end.
Why does it? I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed how. Come on, Triangle Factory. I thought you learned from Hyperdash. Let host pick. Yeah, we are going to head into Skyscraper. You know, Rex will be starting as Revolters and Wicked starring as Enforcers. If you've been paying attention towards Wicked, you know they're doing they do really really strong on offense on Skyscraper. I think if you look, I believe against you know Wicked versus Zenith, you know during that scrim, they're able to show up, you know, and do a tiny little bit of stab on their team.
We saw some very fun things from Wicked on Skyscraper in their scrim against Zenith. Hoping to see some, and particularly on the attacking side, I feel like against Zenith as well. So hopefully we'll see some more exciting stuff. Maybe a little less team flashes if you guys caught that game. If but the vertical gunplay, was on point. The lurks were very very good, and I think we'll be seeing some more of that here with REKT. As they're getting ready to anchor down the bomb site. Let's see which bomb site they are on to start with.
Man, I don't know. That camera's a bit
It
too
goes-
far as
okay.
we are going to get broadcast. So we are going to get control and a broadcast site as we go with a floor 2 site, as I think the side of Wicked are going to try and go do green. But, oh no, they might try and go through this. Okay, so they might try do green here. They are going to go
look
do
like-
green.
Does look like they're
But,
going to line up towards green.
But yeah, Red going with the same strat and locking in on a full 5 Cyclone and Stim. So, you know, pretty big risk from them.
I mean, we've seen them hit their shots. We've seen them be very good with these Cyclones. I think Skyscraper is one of the maps with longer sightlines. You see these hallways do have very long sightlines, and hitting the headshots is going to be more, I don't know, at least for me, being a pub player, are more difficult to hit those shots, particularly with a Cyclone. But these players are on another level. Very excited.
if-
We do see Neuro's flank. Looks like he might get caught by Sleepy Penguin there.
I think
Might have
he
spotted
did get
him.
caught. I think he did get caught here as, you know, TBD. He does spawn him, but unable to fully kill as Nero does get his one frag and immediately has to back out. Trying to play a little bit more safe.
Peeking for more. He's peeking for more.
He is
And he
going to
says
try and play a
nope.
little bit more. But I
He
think
peeks for more, says nope, and says, I am ready to leave. I got mine. And we see Des there with a little W on the wall, hoping to predict this game.
definitely see there as that wall might go down. I think Nero will start to wrap around again. You know, he got his one pick, and now he just wants to play with that life advantage. You know,
And I
with
think that's
135, they
exactly-
might try to push now.
Exactly what you should be doing as a REKT player. When you're lurking, you get your one, you get out. You play your man advantage. You play the numbers. You know, at the end, it's a numbers game. And we do see a smoke come down as well, going to be stalling the plant even longer. Looks like Sleepy Penguin and Jigsaw are going to go hunting a little bit, possibly going to wrap around. See if
Yeah,
Nero's
definitely.
still there, if he's left. And he
Yeah,
has, in
definitely a
fact,
very
left.
bold call. Very bold call there from the side of Wicked. You know, with 1 minute left on that clock, you know, they just want to see if they can find Neuro, because I think they try to see if he's still lurking, but knowing that they haven't found it, they might try and hit this site now, as Neuro's just playing that long haul. A little bit of a, you know, head glitch there. So calling out that he's in his halls, but Des is able to get that pick down to a 4v4. They might try to hit the push now, as the wall is still not going down, as we may see it go off in 30 seconds. As there it is. It is going to go off. As Nace is going to be able to find one pick. Now they're just going to have to push through sight. I believe they are in that room to get plant, as Echo is able to get that EMP down. Down to a 2v4. As I think it still might be able to go through. There it is. It's going to go through. There's that call. As Aikilo is able to find it. But he's fat going to get pushed through smoke. Echo is going to be able to find Jigsaw as REKT. They finally get one round on the board. I hope history doesn't repeat itself again.
And I think here, Neuro did exactly what he needed to on that lurk. Not only did he get the kill, he peeked again, which might have not been needed, but after he peeked and left, he left the question mark of, am I still there? And then Wicked commit 2 players there to try and clear it, make sure he's not there before they even hit the bomb site. So they spent so much time on a player that wasn't even there anymore. And then when they start rotating, and Neuro does fall in the halls, but there's not enough time for them left on clock. They're trying to frantically plant in a smoke, and they end up people swing through the smokes. Echo's finding kills. Nadix is finding the kills, and they aren't able to convert. Wicked isn't able to convert the round.
Definitely. As we could see, I think this is conference and management site? Could we cut to one of the REKT players? No, this is going to be green screen and storage. So I think we might get a window play. Nadix being the only defender. We have seen this before. If you've been paying attention towards Ruby streams, twitch.tv/redlikeruby, as Nadix is gonna be, I think he's gonna get completely overwhelmed. As there it is, Jigsaw gonna take down Nadix. Now the entire team of Wicked.
PV drops to 1 HP off the dink. Oh, Nadix is rolling right now in his grave as Neuro also falls to Sleepy Penguin there.
No, he did not fall. He did get that pick. Nero doing the same stuff he did. Just getting that pick and getting out. But you can see TBG and Jigsaw. They're gonna get aggressive. They're gonna try and find Nero. They do find Nero, so that's gonna be a even 3v4. Now they have an extra stim to work with. And TBG also has an extra cyclone. I think they're gonna try to wrap around the PV saying, hey, come here, I have a stim for you. We could try and push this at the same time. But 2 minutes left on the clock. That door blocker is still there. I'm not sure if they foamed storage wall.
They have not foamed the storage wall yet. Does look like
here it is.
Now. A quick little XO, and then we're ready to breach.
And here it is. We get the slam, but Psychelo taking down Jigsaw that quick. This is, playing a little bit more cautious. Definitely did not expect that CBG. He's gonna push your site. He's automatically gonna push your site. That wall is gonna go down. Des, I don't think he's gonna be ready for Echo. As Des does find Echo. And Orzo just hitting that long flight down to a 2v2. As Des absolutely beams Psychelo off of the head. As PV, I don't know how he didn't spot Orzo. Now it's a little bit of a gunfight here. As Orzo able to clutch it out. 1v2. As Orzo taking that second round win.
Coming in for the clutch when you need him the most. Making sure they put 2 on the board, saying Wicked is not going to be finding it today. Not on that bomb site. And he's able to pull through the clutch. Des landing some very nice shots, making the round look very winnable and very much so in the favor of Wicked. Ultimately, though, Orzo is going to clutch it out and turn to the side of the Revolters. As now we're going to have 2-0 on the board. Orzo going 3-0 on his KD. Hasn't even fallen yet. Hoping to set a quick little record here.
Yeah, definitely. We see there Orzo going 3-0, not dying once, and that obviously follows it up by the amount of economy he has. Just being able to hold it on his own.
He is the team sugar mama.
He is going to be, just getting that support. A little bit of a bold call here for Nation, just trying to force buy. But I think we may get a courtyard push as. See here, I don't know why we are in the middle of a gunfight, towards the storage. This kind of looks like a Modern Warfare map, to be honest. But
indeed, I think here, honestly, I think REKT is just playing a very, very good defense. They're playing a very solid defense. The lurks are on point. The timings are good. Neuro is doing his job, and ultimately the shots are landing.
Yeah, Neuro's there. Oh, I'm not sure. I think he might get overwhelmed. He does spot Des. He finds 2. He's able to find Penguin. But can he find PV? He does. That is a 3-piece for Neuro. Quick little turn of events. That EAP is going to be down. I think they try to take that top hatch to enter into B, but did not work for them. Just being able to lurk so damn well. If Neuro falls, it doesn't matter. They're up by 2 anyways.
They will be up by 2 even if Neuro falls, and I think Neuro's going to start hunting. I think he's going to want an ace. Yeah, after a quick 3-piece like that was the fastest 3-piece I've ever seen delivered.
Yeah, just make sure that Neuro does not overheat and go a little bit too far. But TBG and Jigsaw, they're gonna have to play a little bit more cautious because they still don't know where Neuro is. She's lurking, but you can see Neuro there. He's hanging out by the box. He does find TBG. I think he just wants to call for that ace there if he can find Jigsaw.
And does look like Jigsaw is going to start pushing into him.
Jigsaw's going to play aggressive. He's going to push. Can Neuro? He calls at the right time. He does.
The ace! 5! We see an ace for Neuro here.
Gets the ace. This man from Contractors. He could definitely do it all.
He has the timing. He doesn't get cleared. able to take out 3 quick on the hatch and then just hang out there. EMP was down, they have to come to him.
I can't believe there's... You know, I kind of expected... I thought there would be at least like 2 that would hit the top, but I think they played a little bit too vertical there. As Neuro just being able to beam them just off the bat.
I think
That is-
Neuro's timing was flawless. His positioning was flawless. Not getting cleared, I think, is what really led to Wicked's fall. He
Yeah,
got one
definitely.
free kill in the back. We saw a little bit of trigger discipline. He doesn't pop him right away. He listens for a second. He says, okay, I know about how many are here. I know there's at least 2. Someone's foaming, and I see a guy in front of me. And then lines up the shot, pulls the trigger, knows to swing right away so he doesn't get traded while he still has that element of surprise. And very, very quick plays for Neuro, though, and getting the ace.
Yeah, definitely see there. That's going to give a huge momentum boost for the side of REKT, saying, yeah, we could definitely win this. We can definitely send it to a TDM. As you can see, I say half of the side of Wicked are going to try to push you control, hopefully locking down that other hall so they don't have to worry about that lurk. But Neuro there, we've seen how he played. You know, just play so well on a lurk, so they're going to try to play a little bit more subconscious now. As the side of Wicked, I think it doesn't matter if Neuro dies. He could obviously, oh hey, everyone's going to be around that hall, so if Neuro falls, it doesn't matter. But I think Jigsaw might be a bit too aggressive. Not a bit too aggressive, but pushes at the wrong time as Neuro does fact get spotted, but it gets traded out by Death there.
And
As
instantly,
now they know.
instantly falling to death. Neuro, though, he's doing his job. Look how slow Wicked are having to play. Look, they're starting on the opposite side of the map, having to clear everything as 5 because of the damage that Neuro has done to them. Because of that ace, because of the value he's gotten, he's pulled an entire team to the other side of the map just to clear him out. And now they have all this space that they had to give REKT, and they have to clear it back very slowly.
Definitely see there, but if you look towards this util, they obviously lock down halls. As you could think Neuro pinged saying, hey, there's gonna be people, they're gonna try and hit through main. But I think, yeah, there is. I think Neuro heard the footsteps as the side of Wicked. They might try to hit green. But there it is. Orzo, he's going to be able to find 2. Knocking it down to a 3v2 that quick. But, you know, just saying, as TVG is able to find Nace, knocking it down to a 2v2. That wall there is going to be able to take down Grustein. Echo there being the lone player. Just hopefully being able to buy enough time for Saikilo able to come through towards that connector as Des unable to find him as Saikilo down to a 1v2 that's most gonna fully cover as that EMP is gonna be going down as TVG gets absolutely wiped all down to a 1v1. Des versus Saikilo looks the wrong way. Des able to take the first round win for the side of Wicked.
And a little greedy there, I feel like. Saikilo, he was able to get one. He's a little out of position with his peek. He peeks the opening. He looks left, and then he looks back to the opening while he's still in the open, standing just in broad daylight. He didn't have the boxes to cover his left side anymore, and he's caught between 2 angles. And then he's in that 50-50 gamble. He looks the wrong way, and he ends up getting taken in the side of the head. Wicked is going to pick up their first round now, 3-1 in the side of REKT, but Wicked getting the first round, hopefully going to build up some momentum here and get themselves back into this half.
And we can definitely see there as, you know, Wicked, they're opting to go for a, say, like, half buy here, as this is round 5, you know, indicating that, you know, the next round, everyone here is going to be forced buy before we swap sides. As, you know, REKT are doing so good for their economy right now. They're obviously going to imply that if we win this, you know, we're perfectly fine. As, you know, as if Wicked loses, Des is the only person that could, you know, fully support the side of Wicked, as we may see a courtyard. They might try to go to courtyard here.
It does look like we see some people shaping up around courtyard as they're getting ready to hit these windows, trying to avoid the stairs. And Neuro on the second floor lurk here.
Yeah, Neuro there, he definitely heard it, saying they're going to be around courtyard, so they might try to hit window. But it's a matter of time. Can this timing work in Neuro's favor? Can they catch them off guard? As we can see PV trying to make his movement in, as there's that drone. There's that drone. He's going to spot it. He's going to spot Neuro. So now he's going to have to back out for a while, knowing that, hey, I believe that's Neuro on the top. Now we could try somewhere else, and that's what they're gonna try and do here, as most of them are gonna be entering towards main. There, as
Beautiful counter rotation here. They spot Neuro. Neuro wraps the other way, and they, as a full team of 5, push the opposite side, perfectly negating Neuro's lurk. He's gonna be a long ways away now. He doesn't really have any good flanking options, and they're gonna be getting ready here to hit the A site.
yeah, and here it is, the first engagement as Echo's able to find one, but not sure if the re-engagement is there. Look at that flash! It does hit Echo. Now they're gonna swarm A. Now that's full A control as Penguin is able to get that scan down, all down to a 3v4. Orzo not sure if he wants to play towards this angle, as he's gonna have to wait as Penguin there, wrapping around halls. Just trying to play that. It's like Hilo and Orzo. They're gonna see if Nero's gonna be able to come support them, as Nero's gonna push that hallway. It's a lot more timing of, can they find the people inside of A and outside of that lounge, as Saikilo is able to find Jigsaw, but Nero gets picked out by that halls. But Saikilo able to find TPG down to a 1v2, but cannot end it, as Wicked, they're able to get their second round win. Hopefully in this final half they could tie the series.
And if they tie it up
Why do I
here,
keep saying that, man?
if they tie it up here, that could be, now you're switching sides. You got the ball rolling in your favor, and even though it is a complete economical reset at the side swap, all your momentum's gone, the mental is still there, and mental can play a huge role in these games.
Yeah, if Wicked does win this, they could be like, okay, everything's even, everything's perfectly okay. We could just treat this as like a round 1. But for the side of REKT, you do not want to let them gain any type of advantage. You do not want them to set the round to neutral.
You definitely don't. And I think here, the big thing that let that round fall in their favor is they were able to drone out Neuro. They completely negated his lurk. He had no chance of flank. He was a long ways away, and he wasn't able to support his team anymore because he got droned out. I think if we had seen more stuff like that earlier on, I mean, we definitely wouldn't have seen a beautiful ace from Neuro if he had been droned first. So I think we need to keep seeing some drones here on this last round from Wicked. Try to negate Neuro, because if you don't, we've seen he can be absolutely devastating to your team. And we do see a drone here getting ready.
Yeah, here comes this first drone, as they're just gonna swarm. They're just gonna push. They're just gonna push. I think that proxy's gonna go off, but look towards bathroom. I think that's Nadix. That's gonna be Nadix. There it is. He's gonna call that, saying, hey, there's gonna be one person towards that outside, towards that front. Nero's still playing lurk. He's gonna be lurking by conference, as the rest of the side of Wicked, they're just gonna be swarming around courtyard and halls. Obviously trying to make that decision of when to push. As there it is, it's Penguin with that EMP. He's gonna be droning. Not a drone. What was?
Those look
I think
like
that's
the
a smoke. Is that a foam?
Dropped a drone there.
Is that foam? Does it look like a drone? No.
I thought it was a drone.
I think that's
maybe I'm tripping. Is that a one-way smoke?
No, that's not a good
not.
one-way.
Okay.
It's not a one-way.
I was gonna say if they have a one-way right there, but it is not. It's just to block off Neuro. Neuro is gonna be able to relay that information to his team.
But that proxy is still going to go off. I think that's just gonna finally just take it out. As there it is. It's going to be destroyed. So now, Neuro doesn't have that info to work with. He's gonna have to rely based off Nadix, as Des is still trying to hold that angle just to find Neuro. As they're gonna try and swarm through bathrooms. I think Neuro does find Penguin. He finds Penguin. He gets it. But I think that's EMP down. That's going to be EMP down. I think it's gonna get recovered pretty fast though.
Very easy to recover the EMP, but still, the fact that he's able to catch a body before he falls, Nadix is going to fall down as well to Jigsaw. But the fact that Neuro's able to get that pick, and now he's going to be rotating again.
Yeah, you can definitely see there as that flash goes through. Yeah, that flash goes through, but a long haul goes through as 3 members of Wicked fall. That's able to find 2, but it does not matter. It's also able to find the last. Now it is 4-2, and we finally swap sides.
We are not going to be seeing a tied half here. Neuro doing phenomenal for his team. We can pull up the score line and the scoreboard. Maybe. And we do see Neuro going 10-4. We see
that lurk play, man. That lurk play. I'm telling you, lurks are really powerful on this map.
And that's exactly why it's so defender-sided. The choke points, the lurks, It's very difficult to deal with, and I think right now, what we're needing to see more from Wicked, if PV can start picking up a few kills, maybe start evening it out the rounds, then we'll see a lot easier time for Wicked. You know, if you have another person who's able to start pulling their weight with you a little bit.
They're definitely there as I think is this. I'm not sure which site this is. I think this is storage. Is this storage? Oh no. No, okay, so this is going to be broadcast and control. I'm not sure what the side of Wicked is doing, as they're all just gonna swarm around server. That might actually be the right call. That actually might be the right call, as Orzo gonna head through fence, as the rest of REKT are just gonna try and push through. The stairs, but just look at Jigsaw. He's out being an absolute rat there. XTBG able to find Echo, just catching one off the stairs. But now here comes the peak. Here comes the peak. Now there's two peeking Orzo. He literally cannot fight that off. TBG there as Psykilo able to find it. Now, Psykilo knocked down a half. Here comes that pre-fire coming in from PV using the gun of TBG. Just to send them off a little. But Nero just waiting. But look at that trip. I'm not sure,
He swings through.
He's gonna hit it. He's gonna swing.
Taking him down to 1 HP. Is he gonna back up?
Don't. Oh, he does spot it. He does spot it.
Heart. He spots it.
He does spot it, but will he spot that rat angle? But as Neg's able to find one, can he spot it? Nero playing as such a jiggle peak. Psykilo pushing through, but there it is. PV able to take down Naze, knocking into a 2v2, down to a 1v2, all up on Dest. Can he change this 2-round deficit to a 1-round deficit? And with 140, Psykilo knocked down to 25. It's kind of essentially, a 1v1 here. But Psykilo able to get that stim, not being able to fully up, so they could, take out that wall, try to push through, and, get the EMP down, try to buy time off, as it does in fact go down. Now, I think the side of REKT, they're going to start pushing, but they're going to try and go through wall. They are going to go through wall, so that EMP will probably be down. Nero's going to try and maybe swing.
As soon as you hear the EMP, you know you're in. You can isolate your
Yeah,
fight.
there it is. That's Nero tries to V-crouch, but it's all down to a 1v1. It's Psykilo tries to push, and it does 2-5. REKT are still leading.
Just Psykilo dropping down to 20 HP.
Two rounds left just to close it and send it to TDM. But look at Psykilo. Now he's going 12-4. As well as Nero as well. They're doing so well on this map.
They are doing absolutely phenomenally. And PV, he heard me. He said, okay, I hear you. I'm going to get a couple kills here. Making sure he's not still sitting at 0. He's pulling his weight. He's doing what he needs to for his team. The round does still fall over to the side of REKT. But that was a very nice play. Neuro toying with death as he vaulted into that room. If he had backed up an inch more, would have seen death, and that could have proved the round different for the side of Wicked. However, the what if does not matter, as the scoreline is 2-5 for the side of REKT, being up there at 5, and we are going to see another full Cyclone round come through.
Yeah, you could definitely see there as the side of Wicked. I think they're gonna try and opt to save. Heading saying, hey, I think we might lose this round, but hopefully we could save enough to damage the economy of the side of REKT. But you could definitely see that start to push through. Just playing a little bit more cautious now, as everyone bought Cyclones. But here comes that drone. Here comes that drone. It's gonna start pushing now, as they're gonna play follow the leader. Hopefully they can buy time. As Orzo just waiting there, hopefully able to get, well, at least like one frag. But TBG there, holding that window, being ready just in case that goes down.
I think Orzo, really, he's sitting here. He's going to be the positional player. He's going to be on the back of wherever his teammates hit. He's going to be pinching from the other side to try and apply that pressure. Be able to get a cheeky kill with the Cyclone there. Sleepy Penguin is very far, and he's not hearing anything. And that's going to be a lot of information for his teammates. The fact that he's far away, he's on a lurk, and his teammates know they can't be in that area.
Oh, but look at this. You can see now Nero and Orzo are gonna be together, so there may be a push here towards that hallway. And you can see, I see there the ping coming in from Nero saying, "Hey, okay, we're around here. You can try and hit that. You can either hit bathroom, or you can hit that hallway and try to get that wall down." As you can see, the side of REKT, they're around that first floor. As we get first, Penguin able to find Echo around that lurk, but I'm not sure as as I think Nadix and Psykilo, they are right there. They're able to get that EMP recovered, but they still haven't found Penguin. He's still able to lurk around. As you know, one less attacker to worry about when pushing in the site.
Well, Sleepy Penguin wise, he jiggle peeks for info, but he doesn't commit to the fight. And because of that, he's able to keep his life, and he's able to be a question mark. Look, they're looking behind him. They're still making sure he's there. We see Nero here. Oh, and Orzo actually fell over on the B site outside the window as well.
A little bit of snaking there as that bathroom wall's gonna go down. Psykilo is able to find PV as now here comes the rush, but you know that's ready beyond that. But I'm not sure if he does spot. He does spot Psykilo down to a 1v4, but cannot end it as you know Wicked. They're able to still go 3-5.
And we are gonna see a 3-5 here scoreline. Absolutely massive there. Sleepy's lurk doing very well. Again, this map. Dest is going 12-6 as well. Psykilo going 13-5. All players, I mean, they're all starting to fire on all cylinders. We're seeing a lot of really good
Someone help
plays from
Dest,
everyone.
bro. Someone help Dest. Someone help Dest. Come on.
And we do see here. I do think though
This is. Yeah, I think REKT are gonna they're gonna force. You're gonna go full here, as every player here they're gonna force buy. So, yeah, they're gonna do a full buy here. So whoever, so if REKT loses here, you know Wicked has that potential to tie it up. But if Wicked loses here, they get a very badly damaged economy, and pretty much hopefully they can try and win with only Cyclones to, you know, not go to team deathmatch. But we're gonna go through, you know, one of the smaller doors. Here comes, they're gonna try and push through stairs.
And a very slow push here as you go down the stairs. Not wanting to make too much sound, and it's because of those lurks. You can't run down the stairs. If someone's there and they can catch you out. And look at the drone being used so far back as well, just to try and clear everything. We do see PV here gonna be the man scouting out the area. He'll be able to hear the drone if it comes
PV is
near
gonna
him.
be so responsible for holding it, but you know, it's just a matter of time. We could see Nero and Orzo. You've seen this multiple times. Okay, let's not do that. Thank God, please. Thank you, Nero. Thank you, Nero. Thank you, Nero. Thank you. All right, but here it is. There is the first occasion as PV is able to find Echo. As you know, just can timing work in PV's favor? As he does spot another, but I think he's just gonna opt to back out here.
And I think we needed some pressure there on the outside.
You know, that's what karma gets. That's what karma does to you. You dab in this game, you get karma'd. Literally. But as you can see there, as that smoke's gonna go through, I think we may see a green screen push, but the side of Wicked is ready for that engagement. But he's looking towards that smoke. You know, everyone is ready, so if, you know, Orzo and Nero does decide to rush through, you know, they're gonna be completely overwhelmed here.
And we have a 3 stack now. We already have 3 Wicked players over on the site. PV getting a little risky there, bobbing up and down.
Yeah, but look at this. They don't have any util to work with to enter the site. They don't have any foam. They're gonna have to try and push through immediately. They do have one smoke, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. As Penguin is able to find Nadix, you know, just hanging around those halls.
Very good movement in Jiggle Peaks there as he's jumping out in and out of the box. And now you've got 3 people that are trying to push onto a bomb site where you've made it known that you want to push, and you have to go to Sleepy if you want to rotate, unless you want to run all the way around, and you only got 45 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, 45 seconds left on that clock. Psykilo is finally able to take down Penguin. Finally able to get that refrag, but I don't think there's going to be enough time. Down 35 seconds, you know, I don't think that's most going to be enough to cut it as everyone on the wreck. As they're going to try, they're immediately going to swarm in. There's PB's able to fly too. Oh, down to Sakilo. Down in a 1v2. But Sakilo's
2
so
HP.
damn low. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to close it out. He does not have a stim. He only has a smoke. He could try and cover himself with that smoke. But Des is able to find him. He's going to be able to find him. Damage is caught on me for the side of REKT as Wicked. They're still putting up a comeback.
They're still putting up a fight. Wicked though are gonna try and come back. They're gonna say no, we don't want to play deathmatch. We are not Kill House fans. We just want to play the game. And they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen. They're gonna bring it up 4-5. And as a REKT player, now you're down. Your economy's kind of broken. You're going to be going against rifles, and it looks like all cyclones so far for the side of REKT. Going to be a difficult round as you're looking at it. You're thinking this could go tied right now. And if you're doing a draw game at this point, because Wicked was able to pick up map 2, it would just result in a match win, and Wicked would win this whole match.
Yeah, definitely here you could see, hopefully, REKT can, with that cyclone, they could hopefully try and do something here. But if you look at Wicked, they're so stacked with resources. They have stuff to work with. They have mollies, they have frags, they have tripwires. They got 4 stims. They have 4 stims. You cannot kill them out. You cannot kill them. They have 4 stims to work with. And oh my
And
god.
even scarier after this round, they could have 5 stims. If they're able to pick up this round and convert, they could have a stim on every player.
Yeah, definitely there. Full stem, you could do a lot with that. You could take as much engagement you want. PV just playing a little bit more patient. Hopefully he could catch Orzo as the side of REKT. They're gonna push through as PV gun down. Does not want to put gun down at that time as that proxy's gonna go off as the side of can know that they're around this hallway.
And they're able to take servers control. They're already in servers.
They can take down servers, but Nadix able to beam Penguin. That Cyclone Vision as Nadix having an absolute gunny. But look at Wicked. They're at the side of B. They're pretty much ready for REKT to just swarm into sight. But look at that smoke. It does not work in their favor as that Molly is going to buy time off. But look at that tripwire there. Hopefully no one pushes that garage as Echo's going to get that plant. Psychulo just has to defend. That's able to find Psychulo. It does able to find you. Echo turns around at the wrong time. This could be tied. 3v1 and it's going to be sticked. It's going to be sticked. It's going to be sticked. Oh my god. TUG able to find Nadix. We are tied up 5-5.
Dest
Oh my god,
kills.
this is insane right now.
He found 3 kills on the bomb site. An absolutely wild round as Wicked is able to ultimately pick it up, bring it tied. It looked scary there for a second. REKT was moving in on site. They had full servers control. They had site control as they were moving on. They were picking up kills across the entire halls with a cyclone. People were getting a little caught out of position, and it looked like they had this in the bag.
Oh my
But Dest
god.
comes through, puts his foot down, and says, "No, I'm dropping a 3K now, and I'm gonna defuse the bomb." And he's able to defuse EMP, making sure that REKT are not gonna bring this up to 6 rounds. And not only is Wicked saying we are going for a draw now, they're saying we could potentially win this. They're saying we could just win this and win 2 maps and not even have to. They only need to draw. If they draw, they win. But if they win 2 maps, they're just trying to assert dominance now. Yeah, Wicked winning this round would spell the end of it for REKT. There's no team deathmatch if they win.
Yeah, you can definitely see there. It doesn't even matter as REKT. They all have to force buy. This is a very important round for them. They want to send this to a team deathmatch. They want to stay in this tournament. But, not looking great for them as, that 3-piece onto broadcast not working well. Wicked, if they win this, it is practically over. As, they have to treat this as the final round. It does not even matter. But,
it would just completely.
Everyone is playing so cautious now. Definitely see there. I don't think there's any lurk there available for this side of Wicked. Everyone on Wicked is going to stay on site. They want to try and push through. Here comes that drone. That drone's going to be immediately shot down. But look at that trip. But it is in fact spotted from that side of REKT. As you can see there towards that lounge. You can see towards the lounge outside. Orzo being ready just in case they want to push through. No, he's gonna try an entry in.
Well, and because they were able to shoot the drone so early as well, it only spotted 1 person. and it spotted one person where you knew there was already going to be a person there, which really didn't give them a ton of info.
But yeah, look at this. I don't think no one's around halls. No one on Wicked is around halls. So I think there it is. Neuro's gonna be able to find one. That's gonna basically, I think, lock down halls for the side of REKT. Now is that decision to fully push through, as we might get the push through. Sleepy, he fights two. He's going to be able to fight two. That AP is fully down. That's what's gonna come through. But this is not looking good for the side of REKT. They're gonna have to believe in some type of miracle here, as
The frag comes
gonna
through,
try and
doesn't
push
find
through.
anything. Joe's sitting very, very tight here in the corner.
Just look at that pre-fire coming in from Jigsaw. But Nadix, he gets caught out. He's get caught out by Penguin. It's not looking good for them. All down to Orzo and Neuro. Just hopefully able to find Pick. Orzo able to find Penguin. He does find this. We're knocked down to a 2v2. What a quick little turn of events here. But Jigsaw able to find Orzo down to a 1v2. All on Neuro here. Hopefully he does find Jigsaw down to a 1v1. He does find
heals
it.
up.
He's able to get the stim. He gets the stims here. TBG, he's on that lurk. Can he find him? He does
finds
not.
it!
That is it. That is
TBG
it. Ladies and
finds
gentlemen,
it.
Wicked will be moving on. They are going to run into 70s to the rest of this bracket. Oh my god. What a game. Oh.
Absolutely massive, and it does look like looks like we are gonna play this out. Wicked, even though they've won, it looks like they
Oh.
could still be playing for the win here, and just winning
Oh
two
my
maps
God.
to just not only say we won, we're moving on, but we're a very formidable team, and just kind of trying to send a message now at this point. And now at REKT, I mean, you know you've lost. It's almost it's difficult to play this last round out. I'm curious to see what they do, if they still are able to give it their all at this point, this late in the game, because you know you've been playing for a while. You've got that headset strapped to your head for so long, and Wicked is showing they have the stamina here to keep going.
I know you can't see it, but my hand is literally shaking from how close that was. You know, it was such a turn of events, you know, just being able to lock down halls, but that frag there, able to find Nadix. But, you know, Nero wasn't able to close it out there. It's just a bit unfortunate.
And we do see, looks like they are going to be leaning towards those stairs as they come down. Orzo, it looks like he might be heading vents, as he seems to be the player that they send vents. And TBG Dog is going to be ready for anything here in servers.
You want
I
to
like
run
how they
play-by-play as the
sent it.
funny? You run play-by-play. I still can't comment say what happened during that.
I will give you a chance to recover, as this will be kind of our
I'm
unwind
losing my
round.
voice.
They were able to drone out Red Room there. They know there's no trips. They know it's safe to drop. TBG Dog, though, going to be taking the first engagement here. He does get droned out, and he does fall to Orzo. Orzo able to pick up a very early kill as TBG Dog's trying to shoot the drone. Orzo ends up swinging, being able to kill him very early on in the round. Now we're going to be going into a 5v4. REKT saying, hey, we're down, but we still want to prove that we are talented players, which they are. I mean, they're here for a reason. They were able to go toe-to-toe with Wicked for so long. We see they are going to be breaching onto the site. And we do have Jigsaw and Sleepy Penguin here ready to meet any pressure. And Dest rotating over as well. Does look like Jigsaw is getting ready to take the first engagement. Orzo killing him very, very quickly. Jigsaw peeks up, instantly gets his head taken off. Psychilo swings on, kills Dest as well. Sleepy Penguin is now the only one left alive. Able to pick up one, and it does fall to a draw. REKT saying, hey, we might have lost, but we aren't going down without a fight, at least for this last round. They are able to finish off. The map is a draw. However, that is going to be a draw for map 1. Wicked taking map 2 with a scoreline of 7-2, and then a draw for map 3, meaning we will not be seeing a team deathmatch here in the final round, and Wicked is going to be the winner of this match.
Yeah, definitely there, but you know, I think. Oh, I'm so tired. You know, that was such a close
Dest
game
and
there.
Psychilo both dropping 17 kills as well. Both of them dropping 17, being absolute monsters for their team. I think REKT, they had a very good performance. Their defense was super solid. The lurks were solid. It was exactly what you wanted to see from REKT, especially after they lost Factory. And the things that we saw weren't working on Factory, they were able to pull through, make it work here on Skyscraper. But in the end, Wicked are able to pull through, and they're able to end the map as a draw, which will let them, again, win this series.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm absolutely wounded. Oh, I can't believe that.
It's at a loss for words. A very, very exciting end game, but that is where it is going to end.
I think it does end here. If I think they might do a team deathmatch for fun, but yeah, I think
Currently, we're just waiting on the officials, what they're going to be saying. But it should have fallen to Wicked there.
yeah, they're obviously being a, kind of a stomp there. I believe on Factory.
I think the factory was honestly that's where I think if you're a wrecked player, you're gonna go back, watch that map, and see okay, what was not working. I think the biggest thing was Neuro's lurks weren't pulling through like they needed to. The timings weren't quite right. Wicked straight up didn't put the pressure on the hatch, and we do have confirmed from the officials now that Wicked does win. So we will not be seeing a team deathmatch here. Wicked is going to be crowned the victor of this match, and they will be moving on to the next round.
Definitely, big shout out to these two. Really two talented teams here, as they showed up, giving us a really close match. Obviously, that Factory match did not go well for Rekt, but if you look at Hideout and Skyscraper, that was so close. Literally
Very,
anything
very
could have
close
happened there.
games. Very close games. They both teams played phenomenally. I do think that it was just Factory. Rekt weren't quite able to stand up to the bar that Rickett had set. And now the officials have changed their mind and said we might be doing TDM. So actually stand by. The biggest turn of events of the century, as the officials aren't sure what we're supposed to do next. As we have a little bit of conflicting calls from the officials here. We are going to check back here in a second, see who exactly is crowned the winner. We did have a draw on map 1, Wicked 1 map 2, and then a draw on map 3.
So the call right now is that Vid says you need to win best. You need to win 2 out of 3. But it's weird because I also asked him earlier if 2 draws it all comes down to map 3, and then he said yes. So I don't know what the call is here. We have 2 different calls. Paul, one of the other league managers, has said that Wicked wins. So I don't know what the call is here. We might be swapping servers. I have no clue. But we're quickly gonna go to the commentary desk. I'm waiting for the official call. Whoever is gonna make the final call here. Uh, I have no idea. We're waiting for the call here. I can't
And
ping
it looks like-
LeagueBot, so that's really annoying.
Are we at the commentator desk now?
Yes, we're at the desk.
So it does look like we are going to see
Oh,
here.
whoops. That's my bad.
Potentially, we're gonna be seeing a TDM. We aren't sure what's gonna happen next. We have a little bit of conflicting calls here from the officials on whether we're gonna be going to a team deathmatch or not. We'll catch it here in a second. But I mean, by far, absolutely great game to watch there for everyone who's been tuning in and watching. And Wicked really shown through. I think their factory was really good. We saw their scrim against Zenith, and their factory wasn't looking as good. Zenith was looking very dominant, and Wicked was able to show through here that they learned. They played very, very well against REKT there on factory, and I think that match alone shows a lot of growth as a team. And now it's going to leave some questions because REKT, we aren't going to be seeing them again here in this BCL tournament, particularly as they have now been knocked or potentially been knocked out again. We're waiting for the call from the officials. But if we do see them again, we're going to be looking to see what changes have they made on their factory plays in particular, because their other 2 maps were very, very strong. We saw their other 2 maps were super strong there against Wicked. Factory did seem like it wasn't quite on par.
Yeah, definitely see there.
Okay.
Rek think
Final
I'm actually
call.
better on factory.
We got the final call. Wicked wins. Vid got the scores wrong. Wicked wins the match and moves on to face 7DS. Wicked
Okay,
wins.
we do have the final calls in.
I'm
So you guys can
unmuted.
stop sitting on the edge of your seat. You can sit back to where you're supposed to be completely, normally centered in your chair. Or if you're a standing desk, you can keep standing if you'd like. I don't really care. But the final score, now that I've drug on for a bit and kept you waiting, is going to be Wicked wins. There is no team deathmatch. One of the officials had miscounted the score, and because Wicked did have a win on map 2, and it wasn't a draw all 3 maps, we will not be going to team deathmatch. Wicked does win, and they will be moving on to the next team here. Oh, and Ruby might have told you that already, if she wasn't
Man.
muted. So if she wasn't muted, then I guess you know already, and you just heard me ramble on for a little bit, which I hope you enjoyed.
But I think that is gonna be it from the casting desk here. Ripster, I still have lost my voice here. If you want to do the call off, then that'll be appreciated.
Of course, yeah, I'd love to sign off here. I do believe we have another game that will be happening. I lied. The other game that will happen tonight has already finished. So this will be the only game, Wicked versus REKT, ending in Wicked winning. And we will be signing off here tonight. Thank you for all of you guys who joined. I've been casting here with Heritage. Absolute blast.
Can you at
of a
least
time.
pronounce my name properly? Jesus Christ, dude.
Never
I
mi-
don't have an
Heritage.
I in it, man.
Heritage. Is it just Heritage? Heritage?
That's literally it.
Okay, well, I got it now. I've been casting with Heritage. Hey, you called me Rip the first time, so I get to butcher your
I
name a
don't
little
care.
bit. Been casting with Heritage tonight, and absolute blast of a time. We will catch you guys later once we have the next BCL games going on, but hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night, and you guys take care. Next BCL will be tomorrow.
It's waiting, baby.